up, everybody? It is Wednesday night, December 17th, 2025. It is break night. We have 5 breaks on tap tonight. Sorry for the slight delay there. Go figure. Literally, right as I'm about to change the screen over, Aiden starts losing his mind in his bed because his bedroom's backed up to my office and starts losing his mind. Like, literally right as the countdown starts. I swear we could never get both of these kids to just go to sleep at the same time. Well, everyone's having a good night. This will be the last night of the serial number break credit giveaway for this year. We will not be running that on Friday because we'll have a ton of stuff to get through. Plus, I may throw in some other types of giveaways and contests we do that night. So tonight will be the last night we're going to do it for this year. So go ahead and get your serial numbers in the comments section. We should have at least a fair amount of boxes that we can get serial numbers out of tonight. Unlike Monday, there was only one set we could. What's up, Emmett? What's up, Brent? I may have to take some pauses for some drinks to my congestion had come back this week. All right, so good news story. Got some new products in today. We got some Heritage High Number in today. If anybody wants a personal of this, you can let me know. It's not really my particular favorite breaking product. But the good news is we got the last piece of our Mega Baseball break. Cosmic Chrome came in today. So we do have a box of this. This stuff is insanely expensive. Like, I can't even begin to tell you all how expensive this stuff is. If you on David Adams right now, this lone box, which does not include an autograph, sells for $530. Makes my head hurt. I did not pay $530 for it, but I was lucky to get it on pre-order on Topps' website before it went absolutely bonkers. You could not buy it today on Topps' website. I bought 9 boxes, so... All right, let me get these serial numbers down. We got Mark. It's going to go at 25. Chad, number 1. Emmett, 48. And Brent, 18. Yeah, Cosmic Chrome should be interesting. We'll definitely break some Cosmic Chrome when we get into the new year, when we flip the year over. So don't worry if you didn't get into the end of the year. We will do some breaks of that. I got to figure out what to mix with it because with its price point where it's at, it's kind of hard to... It's like you got to do a pay-by-team for it almost. Y'all crushed it yesterday, by the way, so I really appreciate that. So we're actually starting tonight with the breaks that were posted yesterday. You all absolutely knocked it out of the park on that one. Oh boy, hold on. I gotta go fix something here real quick. All right, I had to avoid a major catastrophe. When I was younger, I had to Virginia Beach Friday after work. Nice. So basically what you're telling me, Brent, is I might be your driving entertainment. So the end of year break will be Probably start kind of our same normal times. I will probably start the end of year baseball break second, since the football break is actually the one that's full right now. We do still have 6 or 5 spots left in the end of year baseball break, so it'll probably be the second break to go out that night. So I'm going to say probably about an hour and a half for the football break at least. So 10:30 ish. So when I was younger, I hold on a second. Where's my keyboard? Oh, there it is. When I was younger, my pinky got slammed in a sliding door of a van, and unfortunately, it kind of messed up my pinky. I had a hangnail, and I'm like, the way it started going, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be bad. I need to clip that because I don't need. We don't need to have a mess on the cards tonight. Potentially, hey, I've listened to plenty of breaks as my driving entertainment for sure. It is nothing wrong with that. Except when you get your card is the one that get pulled, and you're like, ooh, what was that? What was that? What did I see? Oh. So we do have a couple breaks that are still open right now. I'm giving you for Mosaic round 1 here. Giving you guys your screen here for your teams. There we go. All right. So after tonight too, I will have all of the list for people who are in the end of year break and who are not going to be in the end of year break. So don't need to worry about sending me any shipping requests if you're short on your stack or if you hit anything big tonight. Everybody's stuff who has been active for the last 6 months, all the way up to just even a break from this past week, if it was your first time jumping in, all of your stuff will ship. If you're local to me, your stuff will be dropped off at the Rex, and I will work on having that all sorted. Hopefully, I should have everything but the end of year sorted. Hopefully by next weekend. I will have everything dropped off for the local folks at the Rex before I head up to New York. And then for those people who asked me to bring their stuff with me to New York, I will do so. All right. We're going to get started tonight. We have 3. These are the hobby mega boxes, as indicated by the camo red. Got them off Panini's website. We have a full case of them. 3 of these will be in the Donruss break tonight, but we have another 6, this one, and then the round 2 version of this that we will rip. If you're wondering what makes these hobby, the 2 things that make these hobby is, 1, the comment about the camo red, because you can only get them in these boxes. And the second thing is these versions you cannot buy at Walmart, Target, or any of the convenience stores. You can only buy these in hobby shops. There's everything you can get back on the back. You'll notice one of the big differences you'll see with these, right, is you don't see the fluorescence. So where on the hobby versions that I've seen this for, you see in the hobby versions, you see like fluorescent to 25 and stuff like that. There is no fluorescence in these. But what I have found sometimes is when you do a hobby case, those case hits, stained glass, micro mosaic, and all that stuff, they have a tendency to pop more. So no having to say this box is so-and-so, this box is so-and-so, because it was all random teams, so everyone's got who they got. I'll run down that quickly. But real quick announcement. So look at this scroll bar here. We do have a couple breaks still open tonight. We do have 3 mini spots that are still available. They are $15 a spot. It is a top 13 out of a 21 spot. Get a spot in the Donruss Mosaic break or in the 10 times Revolution break. We do also have 2 teams left in the Donruss Mosaic break, which is the Jags and the 49ers. And we have 4 teams left in the 10 times Revolution mega boxes, which is the Lakers, the Grizzlies, the Hornets, and the Wizards. And those Revolution boxes may have kabooms in them. So if you want to get into anything else tonight, you can go head over to the group page. And actually, what I might do is I will just drop a couple links here in the chat. So if you guys want to go check it out, you can go do so. So I'm just going to drop them in the chat. Hey, Brian Tanner, did you, two things. Did you send your payment in for the mini yet? I hadn't looked for it quite yet, and I might have just missed it. Also, your MVP buyback cards showed up today, so I will credit those to your account. All right, so here is this is the mini. This is the next one. This is the Donruss football break, Donruss Mosaic break. And the last one here is your Revolution break. Can you just double check that for me? And if you I want to say he's on the Mavs and Revolution. I can check real quick here. I think in Revolution, because it's 2024, 25. Revolution basketball checklist. I believe he is a Mav. Because I think Revolution came out before that trade. Of course, the internet wants to be really slow today. All right, I'll do it this way. Excuse me. I do have a little bit of a slight cough, so just bear with me on that a little bit. Revolution. Dallas Mavericks. He is a Mav. He is not a Laker in Revolution. I think Prism was one of the first ones that came out with him. Yeah, I confirmed. He is a Mav. Okay, sounds good. I didn't see it on the first glance, but yeah, I can throw his credit. I think you still owe for your payment anyways for the end of year break. So if it ends up being a credit to that, then we can just throw it towards that. All right, so for the teams for Mosaic round one, as I go ahead and open this first mega box here, Mark Hudson has the Colts, the Giants, the Texans, and the Saints. Ray Santana has the Eagles, the Packers, the Ravens, and the Falcons. Spencer Sharp has the Lions, the Bengals, the Vikings, and the Jets. Tanner Michael has the Bears, the Bucks, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Jags, the Chargers, the Seahawks, and the 49ers. What's up, Tanner? As I say your name. Emmett Katz's got the Bills, the Broncos, the Rams, the Browns, the Commanders, the Steelers, the Panthers, and the Cowboys. And TJ has the Titans, the Cardinals, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. So those are all of your teams. I saw stained glass. The only thing we haven't hit out of Mosaic this year is we have not had any luck with a stained glass. So I am very curious with this case. So if you remember when we did a case of Prism Monopoly back in the day from NBA, we were hitting many more case hits out of the case. This is the first time I think I've bought them. Okay, sounds good. This is one of the few times I've gotten a hobby case, especially a mega hobby case. So kind of cool. So this will be kind of fun to see how this pans out and see how many cases we get. So we're 9 boxes already into a 20-box case. So, all right, here we go. We got Rudy White, Walter Nolan, Silver Mosaic, DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts. There is your red camo. By the way, for all of my fellow Knicks fans, hell yeah. Emirates Cup champions. Very happy about that yesterday. Jalen Hurts, Bijan Robinson, James Cook, Joe Theismann, Sam Laporta. There's a red camo. It almost looks Christmassy. It's almost kind of appropriate that we're doing this red camo this time of year because it looks very Christmassy. George Pickens. There's a rookie variation McMillan for the Panthers. Football was a sad place last weekend with all the people going down with the ACL injuries. I saw a list actually published that talked about it showed how many ACL injuries they've had this year. And Malik Neighbors has been a big advocate of saying that the AstroTurf fields need to go, that they are one of the biggest reasons why there are so many ACL tears this year. Let's finish writing down these numbers. Kevin 36. Brian 21. And Tanner 72. All right. Getting those serial numbers in. I got 10 people on, and I've only got 7 names in my serial number chase. That means I got 3 people watching that have not given a serial number in the comment section. Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. Brian Branch, Silver Mosaic, Kid Reporter. Gabriel Davis, Jack Campbell, Ordone Gadsden II, Colston Loveland, Silver Mosaic, True Silver. Quentin Johnson, Camo, Nick Imawari, Trey Harris, Chase Brown, Odell Beckham Jr., Brock Bowers, Abdul Carter, True Rookie, who finally is starting to show up now, Montez Sweet, Will Lutz, Jalen Hurts on the notoriety, Jack Beck for the Raiders, Brazil, Larry Fitzgerald. What's up, TJ? Number 17, you got it. Jordan Watkins, Jamal Lewis for the Browns, Dominic Lovett, Tyler Warren notoriety, Nico Collins, Jake Ferguson, Trade, Benz. Oh my God, we finally hit one. And it's going to the Eagles. Ray Santana. That is a gorgeous looking card. I said, what card have we not hit yet? We have hit the stained glass. Bam. Stained glass Jalen Hurts for the Eagles. Well, I guess the hobby cases are already showing better. Because I tell you, the mega boxes that I got from Target and the Walmart versions were rough. Very rough. And we are right out of the gate. Ray Santana with the Eagles. And the Jalen Hurts stained glass. That's the way to start a night. We're only on break 1, box 1. So hell of a way to start the night. Dwight Freeney on the Silver Mosaic. Dalton Schultz, Trey McBride, Colton Kmet, and Devin Hester. I'll be stacking a bunch of boxes as we go on break. I'm going to be picking up a flawless baseball case from New York while I'm up there. Also, we're going to be getting our Leaf Lumber case. I really want to do Leaf Lumber as a serial number break, but I feel like I'm going to end up doing that as a mixer with other products. All right, let's do box 2. Just because of how I think it took a long time with Boys of Summer, but I might start it out as a full box, although I really want me and Nick maybe actually ripping some of that as part of a box battle that we'll be doing up in New York. So we'll kind of see how it goes. Going to try and relax, get all of our accounting all squared away, and enjoy the holiday break. I was having one of those days at work. Unfortunately, my cold has kind of come back in a bit of a force. Yep, we are doing serial number draw. It's the last night for serial number for this year. We'll pick it back up again next year, but Friday we will not be doing serial number. But we are tonight, so draw for 13. And obviously, everybody that has break credit, that will carry to next year. You could always go find what your break credit is on the Google Forms that I have up. It's located in the featured or announcements tab of the Facebook page. As you can find with other things like where we are in the shipping. For everybody that's joined in late, just regardless of where you are in your stack. The only person I'm shipping out this week is Brad Harriger. Everybody else's shipments will go out once I finish the end of the year break, and everybody who has been active in the last 6 months, you will be getting a shipment. So no need to worry about requesting a shipment from me because it's already in process. It's already in work. Where's my Mosaic counter? I have a little piece of paper that counts all the case hits we've had on Mosaic, and it's wandered away from me. There it is. Oh, because I used it for something else. That's why. All right. I'm going to try to run some games and stuff. I was going to do a little bit tonight, but with my cold coming back, it kind of has made me super nasally. So I can't really do the meow game when I can't even say meow myself. But might do some spoken word challenges. I might give away some cards instead of break credit that night. I've got to do some couple different things as a giveaway. So it's definitely worth tuning in. Even if you're not in the break, you might win something anyways. All right, this is the second box. Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Kendre Miller on the camo, Cade Otton camo, Puka Nakua Elevate, Stephon Diggs, Fred Taylor, Marvin Harrison Jr., Arian Smith, Taj Brooks, Jared Verse, CJ Stroud, Silver Touchdown Masters, Tyler Newbin, Derek Stingley Jr., Quinnen Mitchell, Cam Miller, Ben Roethlisberger, red camo, Bijan Robinson, Ashton Genty, rookie, Jonathan Taylor, Juwan Jennings, Lad McConkey, Geno Smith on the silver, Tyrone Tracy for the Giants on the red camo, Jalen Walker, Travis Hunter, silver Mosaic. Hey, and look, it's actually cut appropriately. It's because Hertz value is down, Liam. Liam on the YouTube side was asking. He said he's shocked that the stained glass is only worth $175. And Hertz value is not really as high up there. I mean, it's still a $175 card out of a $30 break. So I'm definitely wouldn't complain for that for sure. Jaden Higgins, Quinnen Williams, Chris Boswell, Isaac Tesla, Michael Penix, Brian Thomas Jr., Jamar Chase, Kid Reporter, DeAndre Swift, Devontae Smith, Bucky Irving, True Silver, Kenneth Walker III, Demario Davis, Jaden Blue, CJ Stroud, Zach Bond, and Chuck Foreman. Oh, that one was a disappointing box. That's okay. We'll do better. We still got one more in this round one here. Oh, they're nice. I actually think it's the nicest stained glass they've come out with. It actually looks more true to a stained glass, I feel like. I feel like they made the micro mosaics worse this year, but they made the stained glasses look better. So I don't know how you take one case hit and make it do it one way and do it bad to the other way. I tell you, Jackson Dart, I feel like has been one of the hardest people to hit out of this product. We hit him a bunch of times out of those ornamental boxes, but have absolutely run dry on him, I feel like, since then. I don't think we've hit any parallels of him. And we've ripped a ton of this stuff. End of the year break, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of products to be ripping out of that. The football's got... I actually did the count, and I think between football and baseball, I think it actually has the same number of hit counts that are known, which is kind of nice. That wasn't actually part of the original plan. It's impressive. All right. Here is the third box in round one of your 3x Mosaic. Ironically, I was going to run a 6-box Mosaic pay by team, but with the Donruss break being up, I was like, let's just make sure that we get something filled for this. And so I did the 3 boxes, but then y'all just crushed the 3-boxer. I was like, all right, well, let's just do another one. Steve Spurrier, Jade Barron, DeAndre Swift, silver Mosaic, Sam Darnold, red camo, Jalen Milroe, silver notoriety, Tyler Shuck, Jaden Daniels, Justin Jefferson, Savion Williams, Josh Allen red camo. I'm going to sleeve that one. That actually looks really nice for a kind of nice team color match there almost. RJ Harvey, we'll sleeve that one as well in the rookie variation. Travis Hunter Elevate, Santana Moss, Jahmyr Gibbs, Leonard Williams, Dawson Knox. There we go for the Giants. Jackson Dart. All right, Mark, we're going to have to make a trade for this card. Mark Hudson, get the Giants. We're going to have to figure out a trade for this. Maybe figure out some Pokemon I've got I can trade you or something. Jackson Dart on the red camo. I think I traded Mark. I think I traded him for his the barber pole one. Now he's got it again. Now I got to trade him again. Jalen Milroe, Josh Allen, Silver Mosaic, Epic Performers, nice. Earl Campbell, Josh Downs, Lamar Jackson, Ashton Genty, rookie, Michael Vick, Mike Evans, Jonathan Taylor, Calvin Ridley, Michael Irvin. It's like literally I spoke it into existence. Xavier Legette, JT Timoluo, Audric Estime, Colston Loveland, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Romeo Dobbs, Tyler Newbin, Chamari Dyke, Kyle Van Noy, Fairbairn, Silver, Touchdown Masters, Jonathan Taylor, and Danny White. And that is your $3. First $3, round one of Mosaic Hobbies. So obviously we didn't line the stands there with a bunch of cards, but I mean, we pulled a case hit out of 3 boxes. It's nothing to be too. And those camos, these camos will probably carry more of a premium on value than the Target and the Walmart ones because of them being the hobby versions, and they're a much more short printed product. So, all right. So Mosaic number 1, we had Josh Allen red camo, RJ Harvey red camo, Silver Mosaic, Josh Allen Performers, Colston Loveland silver, true silver rookie, McMillan on the red camo, rookie variation, Travis Hunter silver Mosaic. On the Elevate, we had a true Jackson Dart red camo rookie. And hit of break number 1, definitely going to be Jalen Hurts on the stained glass. Very nice. Well, that'll go on our fire spot of the night so far. Slide him over. All right. I couldn't, dude. I got an $85. I got 2 $85 boxes of Donruss NASCAR, and I'm lucky if I can get those breaks filled. I just didn't love that product. That's my thing too. I don't think I would do a break of it because I didn't love it. I know you and I talked that you were a big Clint Boyer fan on it, but I just didn't love the product. All right, I just need to refresh my water cup. There's round 2. Let me grab some more water and be right back. And I'll get those names up. All right, got some water refreshed. The worst thing when you get sick and you have congestion is your throat start. It doesn't. You don't have a sore throat, but you get like the dry throat. So you try to sleep at night, you get the little tickle, and then you start coughing, and then you wake your wife up when you're trying to sleep. Oh, so you mean you got a typical typical eBay bid situation? What's up, Dennis? Two Patch Autos, 1/49. So it's just bidding on them. All right, let me update this. We're going to put this for round 2. All right. Just wanted to check. Show history. Yeah, Brian, I just checked, by the way. Your last payment that you had sent to me was on December 12th through PayPal. So, yeah, that mini hadn't been paid yet. Unless you sent it via Venmo. Yeah. Everything we last sent to me was on the 12th. So, yeah, that many hadn't gone in yet. But you're good now. Yeah. Probably was. Damn shill bidders. Man, what was it? Somebody was on here on Monday night. No, Brian, it was you, right? You were the one that was saying that you had your shill bid fake account and the person was lighting you up like a Christmas tree. It's just sad. Sad, sad, sad. All right. Get your break list. So this is going to be round 2. I'm going to do some infrastructure updates next year. I'm going to try to make the screens look a little bit nicer. Try to get some. I'm actually probably going to start numbering the breaks. So that way you can see like what break number you were in. I've seen a lot of other breakers do that where they basically will say this is break 4725. I may start doing that. Might actually count back, see how many breaks we've run this year. I think I've run the most breaks I've ever had in my entire breaking career tonight or this year. I mean, it would kind of make sense too that I have. I should take guesses and have you poll you guys for guesses for a prize. It says how many breaks did we run this year? All right. This is 3 times Mosaic football round 2. And in this one, we've got TJ. We got Mark again. We've got Jaw. We've got Tanner. We got Jack. We got Billy. And that's it. All right. We are good. Really? They actually booted him. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. So I did definitely not run. Liam put 12,867 breaks. I have definitely not done 12,000 breaks this year, or that bank account would have been swimming. 135. I would say if I was a guessing person, if I assume I did breaks 3 nights a week, okay, and there's 3 breaks, and let's say 3 breaks a night, which would be 9, times that by 52 weeks. My guess would be I've done in the neighborhood of 468 breaks this year. That would be my guess. No, Liam, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Liam put a number up. I'm not saying it. You're not going to get me to say it. I know what he wants me to say. No, I ain't saying it. laughing about it. Well, it didn't sound like his language was in the eBay standards for sure. I mean, the stupid thing, right, is all he can do is he can just go make a new account and he's back in. But it's stupid for somebody to go on a tirade like that over a car that was less than $100. All right, so for this break, this is the second round of Mosaic. I'm not counting the 10, Liam. I'll skip them. All right. TJ's got the Titans, the Buccaneers. Oh, you're guessing Knights breaking? Oh, yeah. Well, basically, that would just be 100. It'd be 50. Just probably do like 152 or 52 times 3. So it'd be like 156 breaks. All right. So we got TJ has the Titans, the Bucks, the Steelers, and the 49ers. Mark's got the Colts, the Giants again. How the hell did that work out? The Texans and the Bengals. Jaws got the Lions, the Browns, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Raiders, the Jaguars, the Packers, and the Broncos. Damn, Jaw, you got a hell of a random on that. Tanner's got the Bears, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Commanders, the Cardinals, the Seahawks, and the Rams. No, Liam, I'm not counting to 8. He's trying to get me to do it. I'm not going to do it. Billy Ryan has got the Jets, the Falcons, the Vikings, and the Ravens. And that's everybody. All right. He's trying to get me to do it, guys. I ain't doing it. He ain't going to get me to do it. How long can I hold out for? I'm going to have so many packages to ship out at the end of this year. Because it's going to drive you crazy that I don't do it. That's why. Because I know you want me to. And it's going to drive you crazy because you're going to want to, you're going to try and get me to do it all night. And I'm going to go, no, I'm not doing it. It's more fun. It's more fun to keep you in suspense. Maybe I'll do it in the middle of some break out of nowhere. You know, maybe. No, not doing it. I just drive you crazy. All right. Box 1, Mosaic round 2. Man, there are so many products that are coming out right now. It's kind of crazy. I got offered a half case of Chrome Update Series jumbo boxes. They were $500. They were $500 a box. And I was like, I know that's about market price for those jumbo boxes. Actually, it's a little bit less than market price. But I knew with so much stuff coming on the horizon right now, I knew I couldn't do it. By the way, I do have 4 hobby boxes of Topps Chrome NBA coming. And I have an entire case of Megas coming. I am not going to charge you all equivalent of $600 to do a break of that. That's insane. So I'm not going to do that to you all. I'm going to charge you $5.99. Just kidding. We will do something much more reasonable in price on it. And then Lord willing, we will do all 4 of those hobby boxes that I have here in the break group. So I may mix the Megas with between the card shop and here. If you want a personal Mega, we can do those too. Larry Fitzgerald, Theo Johnson, silver. Good luck, everybody, on this. Jack Campbell, red camo. Chris Johnson. TJ, are you buying any of boxes straight up on Topps Chrome basketball, or are you just probably going to do just breaks for it? I'm curious because you're one of my biggest basketball gurus. I think you and Job been like the two big basketball gurus. Dan Fouts, Patrick Willis, Brian Thomas Jr., Trey Benson. I thought we had an auto there for a second. DK Metcalf, Mason Graham, Colston Loveland, Saquon Barkley, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Warren Moon, Shamar Stewart, Odell Beckham Jr., Marshall Falk. All right, my connection just dropped for a second there. Let me make sure that I didn't lose a stream there. All right, it says both are still streaming. My screen went blank for a second, so. Sam Darnold, Silver, Theo Johnson, Mike Evans, Mason Taylor, Caden Prather, Caleb Williams on the camo. Ooh, nice one for the Jags. Going a jaw. Travis Hunter, true. Yeah, the problem is like the market for the NBA stuff is not in the US. The market's in the Asian market, and they buy that stuff up like crazy. I couldn't even touch that stuff on the pre-orders. I couldn't even get through. It was miserable trying to get through, trying to do the pre-orders on it. It was terrible. I've heard that the orders that are going up, is it tomorrow or it's either tomorrow or Friday? The orders for Topps is bumped up significantly closer to where the secondary market is. Like I've heard $8.99 or $9.99. Calvin Johnson, Jackson Dart rookie variation. There you go, Mark. Let's leave that one up. Fairbairn, Montez Sweet, LeJohntay Wester, Alec Pierce, Robert Brazil, Micah Parsons, Silver Mosaic, Kid Reporter, Matt Milano, Tyreek Hill, Jamal Charles, Tez Johnson, Joe Morris on the camo, Ray Lewis camo, McMillan, Elevate, AJ Brown, and Eric Dickerson. So if you guys want megas, I will probably do them. Unfortunately, I paid for my mega boxes what you all should have been paying for them retail wise. Sad. But I will try to do, if you guys want any personals of them, I will try to do a little bit better than what retail is offering them at. So if you want some, you guys can message me. We'll see what we can make happen. I gave somebody I had a loyal customer ask me for some Cosmic, and I made him a very, very good deal comparatively to what they're selling for right now. I'm probably going to take a Cosmic and I'm going to throw it in my safe. Empty box. And just kind of let it sit for a while. I'm doing that with a Jumbo Update series as well. But the safe has actually been kind of a nice thing that I've done, because there's plenty of times I've gone into the safe and pulled some stuff out that we've used when we've had slow times with breaks. It's kind of nice when we don't crush everything. I feel like I'm going to burn through this Cosmic pretty fast. I mean, I like the Cosmic. It's funny how the Cosmic baseball is so expensive, but it goes so fast by. The product is the same as NFL and the NBA, and those ones were very hard for people to buy into. And the configuration isn't any different. It's still the same configuration. It's still no auto, planetary pursuits. But the baseball one just goes crazy, and it's all, I think, because licensing. Excuse me. Sorry. It's the little late night congestion. Dan Fouts, Quinn Ewers, who is now your starting quarterback for that Tua has been benched. Hunter Henry, Silver Mosaic, Caden Prather, Egbuka, silver notoriety. Will Shields, Ramondre Stevenson, Mike Gesky, Jake Ferguson, Brock Purdy, Kyle Hamilton, Michael Vick, Cam Scottaboo, who's basically walking around apparently now. Tim Brown, Hunter Henry, DJ Giddens, Tootin, Matt Stafford, Julius Peppers, Eric Allen, McLaurin, Williams, Rudy White, John U. Smith, Devin Hester, TJ Watt, Tank Bigsby, Justin Fields, Robert Brooks, Thornton Jr., Trevor Lawrence, silver mosaic, Mark Brunell. Why is he in this? Caleb Williams, silver touchdown master. It's not bad. Najee, Pickens, Sutton, Mertz, Trayvon Henderson for the Patriots. We'll see that one. Greg Zabel, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, and Chris Godwin. Otherwise, that was a bit of a... The second box has been lackluster. Trayvon. You need another case set. I think for every 3 boxes, we should get a case set. I think that's only appropriate. Wonder if we'll get lucky and get a shield on a Friday. It would be nice. Would like to get a shield if we could pull a shield. I will check the group page after this one to see if we've had any more mini spots taken. Once we run the Topps Chrome Update Hobby Box, whatever spots are remaining in the mini will be taken. The football break will run first. NBA 10 times will run last tonight. I will leave that break in open for the remaining teams open until that break runs, and I'll just claim whatever is left over. So that mini will stay open for the 3 spots remaining in it till the end of the Topps Chrome Hobby Update. I will say, I like a script auto, period. I will say when we get to the next round of the Topps Chrome Update Hobby Boxes, I will have to probably up those prices because I did this first round of pricing according to what I paid for the first boxes. The rebuy round, all the prices were shot up quite a bit. Cole Kmet, Frank Gore, True Silver, Chuba, Tyler Warren, rookie variation for the Colts. Nice. Going to Mark. Justin Jefferson, Shadur, Will Lutz, Calvin Johnson, Tyler Show, Silver Justin or Camo Justin Herbert, Schlesinger, Derrick Henry notoriety, Kid Reporter. Did anybody see the Leaf cards, the photographic Leaf cards where they took Polaroids of celebrities and had them sign them and then put them in cards and put them in boxes? Trey Tucker, Christian Wilkins, DK Metcalf, Tyler Warren, Cooper DeJean, Matthew Golden, silver mosaic for Elevate, Jaden Reed, Jeff Blake, Alec Pierce, Stephon Diggs, silver mosaic, T. Higgins camo, Arroyo for the Seahawks, Jackson Dart notoriety, Caleb Johnson, Christian Watson, Joe Morris, Torrey Horton, Garrett Wilson, Christian McCaffrey, Nick Benito, Sean McVay, Antonio Winfield Jr., John U. Smith, Bernie Kosar, Peyton Manning, and we have a Genesis. You know, I was hoping we were going to at least get something out of it. We have a Genesis. It's kind of weird. It looks like it's an odd Genesis because it almost looks like it's the red camo, but it's a Genesis. Peyton Manning, Kurt Warner, Jalen Waddle. It is like not your typical Genesis look. Ooh. Ooh. It's a rookie and it starts with a J. Oh boy. Oh boy. This could be interesting. I don't. This could be interesting. All right. It's a rookie and it starts with a J. It could be John U. Smith. It could be. I did the colors wrong though. I feel like this is like a saint. All right. Is it an A? It is an A. Oh boy. Is it an X? No. It is a Jack Beck. Raiders Genesis. Raiders Jaw. Congrats, Jaw. It looked weird. I don't know why, but the Genesis just looked weird on this one. But Jack Beck. So 3 boxes, three essentially case hit type level cards. So we got 3 more to go in the Donruss. So we'll see how that one turns out. But Jack Beck. All right. You're probably like, oh man, what's he gonna trade me for that card? Oh man, because if you hit a Genesis, if I pull a Genesis Jackson Dart, I'm gonna be making deals with somebody. I'll be like, oh, let me look at my wall here. What can I trade you? I don't know. I'm weird now with collecting cards. I feel like with a lot of my collection, I'm looking more at like case hit level type stuff and just kind of those bigger end type things. It's I don't do many with the rainbow stuff anymore. All right. So round 2, Mosaic 3 times. We had Tyler Warren. Jack Beck on the Genesis for the Raiders. Ibuka silver notoriety. Scottaboo on the silver rookie variation. Jackson Dart. Just a rookie. Jackson Dart rookie variation. Trayvon Henderson camo. And Travis Hunter camo. I don't know his story. I'm actually not familiar with it. All right, let me get the Chrome update. By the way, I wanted to ask, do you guys like this format? Do you guys like it when I mix it up a little bit and kind of change and deviate away from doing a pay-by team and just doing like a cheap eight spot PYT like this? Is like, do you guys find that sometimes is better? Because obviously I feel like I can do more boxes when I do the pay-by team, and I use that for the higher end stuff because it helps. But I don't mind doing these like little 8 spotters too. You guys absolutely destroyed this one. Like I would, when we come back from the break, I would totally consider doing another 3-box round of this. So far, I'd say I like these hobby megas better right now. I think they're better product. And I think if I saw the rebuy on these from another site, I don't think it was that much more than what I paid for them on Panini's site. Let me just check. I could be completely wrong. Oh, I need to pre-order for that. I did pre-order some Rookies and Stars, and now I just see another site has them up pre-order, so I might. Yeah, so another site has them. Has the megas, these red camo megas, and they only have them about $7 more than what I paid for them off of Panini's site. So if we wanted to do more of those, I'd definitely be up for it. But we can kind of see what happens from the backside. His brother Tiger was one of killed crazy driver in New Orleans before a college playoff game. Oh, geez. That's sad. I don't know what his story is on this. Then right now I'm very sad. All right, I'm going to update this. Here is the baseball break coming up. All right. So again, the mini will close after this break. So if you want to get in on the mini, just make sure to jump in on it. I'm going to tag for the Chrome. God, it would be great if we had a debut patch. We haven't gotten lucky. I've not been able to get any of the breakers to light, and those breakers to lights are selling like $600 a box right now. So I don't, unfortunately, foresee that happening. I've got to talk to some folks and see if there's any hope of there anything doing more reasonable for those. But I feel like at $600 a box, even though the debut patches are live and people have been saying they're better, it's kind of hard to. And tennis. All right. Let me just go ahead and put this up. And like I said, if you get in the mini, you also increase your chances to win the free spot for the end of year breaks. I did say if you get in the minis, you get a for giveaway chance in each of those of giveaways. Just him making it to the NFL was a decent. His brother was a Princeton. His brother, they did good. So it's kind of the dedication of trying to make it, follow the dream of both of them and somebody make it kind of situation. It's the perseverance story. What's going on, Kelsey? Haven't seen you in a while. Ugh. All right. We've got our Top Scrum Update Series hobby box here. We've got our teams on the right here. We've got Ray Santana with the Phillies, the Yankees, and the Diamondbacks. Mark Hudson's the O's, the Padres, and the Cardinals. Billy Ryan's got the Braves, the Rockies, and the Guardians. Nathan's got the Red Sox, the Brewers, and the Rangers. Brent's got the Pirates, the Dodgers, and the A's. Damn, Brent. Oh, I know. I saw you in the one, but hadn't seen you in a while. Normally you've been a regular in the breaks. Brent hitting huge on the random there. Phil Mazurek, White Sox, Nationals, and Blue Jays. Sean Stickle, Mets, Twins, and Reds. Brent, again, Tigers, Angels, and Rays. Jonathan Barna, Cubs, Royals, and Marlins, and Dennis with the Astros, Giants, and Diamondbacks. All right, let's go. Yeah, the perseverance thing, that's what I kind of figured. Oh, trust me, Kelsey, I understand. People got to take breaks from breaks. It's not panning out. You don't like the products. You feel like you're getting caught up in it. I get it. I understand. I become a very picky break getter inner myself. So still having for ones killed in New Orleans a few weeks later when I was there. Yeah, I mean, I had a friend, if you remember, way back. I had a coworker actually. If we were way back when I think his sister was. I think it was Tennessee. Random mini spot. Oh yeah, no, Kelsey, you're good. I just said I hadn't seen you in a while. All right, Brian wants another mini spot. All right. Oh, let's see, Brian. Your choices are 4, 16, 21. Let's go 16. So 4 and 21 are our last two mini spots available. They are $15 a mini spot, top 13, the 21 spotter. Anything unclaimed after this break, I will claim myself. Not Brian with 2 A's. The keyboard does not like it when I have it under the table. All right. 2 spots left in the mini. 4 and 21. Thank you. All right. Here are the packs. Let's try not pulling the auto right out of the gate. Let's hope it's a redemption. A special redemption. $50. As far as I know, the James Wood and the Dylan Cruz debut patches are still hanging out there. I've got a feeling that one of them is in the megas. Would you guys want to do some mega box breaks of Chrome Update? How do you guys feel about megas of Chrome Update? I got to see what I could get for a price on them, but is that something you guys would be interested in? What's left? We have 2 mini spots. That has 13 teams. The top spot in that one, you get the Browns and the Warriors in basketball. We have a football mixer that is Donruss Hobby Football and 3 Mosaic Mega Hobby boxes. Not hobby boxes, but they're the Mega Hobby version, the camo red that we just ripped. The Jaguars at $50 and the 49ers are at $20. And then we have 10 24-25 Revolution Basketball Mega Boxes. We're kaboom chasing in those. We have 4 teams left in that. We have the Hornets, who I believe are $15. I don't want to misquote the prices. Hornets are at 15. The Lakers are 55. The Grizzlies are 30, and the Wizards are 25. Well, I gotta fight. All right. Looks like Sean's grabbing a mini spot as well there, Kelsey. Do you want to do the Hornets? Do you want to do the Hornets in the basketball break? You said 2 for two $15 spotters. I assume you're referring to the mini. Sean had just commented ahead of you on that. There's half a piece on that. I think you said the Hornets were the same price as a mini spot. Okay. All right. So I will give you spot 21 in the mini, and I will put you in for the Hornets in basketball, and that's the same price. All right. So Kelsey's going to take the Hornets in basketball. Sean took spot 4 in the mini, and Kelsey's taking spot 1 in mini. So our mini is now closed. All right. So you guys are good to go ahead and send those payments in, and I'm going to update the mini. These are our last breaks that we're posting this year. Our end of year breaks will be on Friday. There will be no new break posts tomorrow. It'll just be everyone to get those end of year payments in. We have 6 spots left in our mini. Or sorry, 6 spots left in our end of year baseball. Our football one is closed. $30, Kelsey. Same price. Just a 30 spot. Hornets for 15 and 1 mini spot because Sean had just grabbed the mini spot in front of you. So Sean, you're good to send that payment in as well. All right. While they're doing that, we'll run that mini after this break, and then we'll see where we end up. Okay. And Lisa jumped in. Ooh, did I see orange? Oh, no, it's the throwback card. I was like, I thought we had an orange. All right, Lisa's jumping in with the serial number giveaway. Also, Kelsey, we are doing our last night of our serial number giveaway for the year. Can't see anything. I haven't done it yet. I haven't pulled it up yet. 27. All right. Here is the Chrome update series. Cole Henry. Oh, there was a card underneath that. There was colored. For the Tampa Bay Rays, that is a Chandler Simpson. Is that a variation? 697. I think it's a variation, but I'm not sure. 32 and 99. Do we have a 32 tonight? Show 73. No 32 tonight. Chandler Simpson for the Rays. That is going to Brent. Brent's on the board right out of the gate. I think it's about 2 numbered cards per hobby box. I just want to see this thing that says redemption. Kyle Tucker for the throwback. Shane Smith. Mason Miller. Aroldis Chapman. Shohei Ohtani, Fortune 15. Aranda. Grisham. Jack Dreyer. Ryan O'Hearn. Craig Yoho. Rafael Devers. Blade Tidwell. Ben Williamson refractor. Victor Cantorini. Jose Iglesias. Ben Williamson. Eric Feed. Hyper. Vivas. Delander. Paddock. James Wood on the Night Terrors. Nice. Going to the Nationals. Going to Mr. Mazurek. The Chrome Night Terrors looks way better than the paper versions. And then we've got Munoz, Ha-Seong Kim, Cade Gibson, Gleyber Torres, Thomas Harrington, Colton Gordon, Chase Lee, Alex Bregman, Marcelo Mayer, Carson McCusker, Kevin Alcantara, Jose Iglesias, Jace Jung, Dylan Cruz on the rookie debut. We've got a Ben Rice negative going to Ray. By the way, apparently I put the wrong Phoenix box of football in the card shop. I should have left it here because apparently it had a Color Blast case hit in it. It was a Ben Roethlisberger Color Blast. I went, well, it was a little kid. Like little kid pulled it. So Juan Soto and Ryan Rolson. So the kid was happy at least. All right. Well, we didn't hit the auto yet, so at least we didn't just knock the auto right out of the gate from the beginning. All right, so Jaguars and 49ers are left in football, and Lakers, Grizzlies, and Wizards are left in basketball. So basketball will be the last break of the night. We'll have Donruss and 3 Mosaic hobby mega boxes at this one. All right. Got 3 packs left. probably a Fortune 15 card, but yeah, it's pretty sure it's a Fortune 15 card. The backing of a card just looked weird to me. I like to see an Alter Ego card. I haven't seen that yet either. I haven't seen any really of the K-Sit cards. All right, here we go. Second half. We got a blue. That might be our auto. Got a blue in the back there. Christian Campbell. Asuna. Nope, there's the auto. Jahensky Noel. 257 of 499 for the Guardians. Not a debut card. Wah, 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 wah. Edgar Cuero, Moises Ballesteros, Kyle Tucker, All-Star Game, Mike Trout, Fortune 15, Camilo Duvall, Mick Abel, Michael McGreevy, Ronnie Simone, Chase Petty, David Morgan, Kumar Rocker, Blade Tidwell Refractor, Merrill Kelly, Cuero, Chad Patrick on the Hyper, Cam Smith for the Astros, Night Terrors, Chad Patrick, Zebby Matthews, Nick Pavetta, Noah Cameron, Eric Feedy, Caleb Durbin, Carlos Santana, Ryan O'Hearn, Ryan Gusto, Justin Steele, Hayden Singer, Wyatt Langford, Suarez, Cal Raleigh, Chandler Simpson, Rafael Devers, Connor Thomas, David Bernard, Sung Chen, Marlins, Augustine Ramirez, 132 of 150, and Will Weiler Abreu rounds out the update box. And that is your update hobby. These things have been feast or famine. We had that great box in the first where you pulled out Acuna to 25, and then it's been a bit of famine lately, but we'll see in the end of year baseball break if that turns out, because we have a jumbo in that product. So all right, let's do a recap. We got Chandler Simpson to 99, 32 and 99. James Wood on the Night Terrors of Cam Smith. Johanski Noel to 499. Ben Rice negative for the Yankees rookie, and Augustine Ramirez blue to 150 for the Marlins. Marlins went to Jonathan Barna. All right. Time to run a mini. Want to put the product up here? Here's the break. Donruss. I've been seeing prices already being published for Optic Football Hobbies. Optic Football Hobby, I'm seeing prices in the $899 for a hobby box, and I've seen Prism for $1,000. It's like, I don't even know where to begin with that. All right. So we're going to run our mini now. We're going to do it, let's see. What do we want to do? We're going to do a crab race for the mini. All right. We are gonna do this one's gonna be a 2-minute race, so I can get some more water. So y'all gonna be running for a while. All right. 21 spots. I'm gonna flip your screen over. Hey, you have a good night too, Brent. We'll see you back here on Friday. All right. Crab race time. Switch the screen over. All right. You can see here we go. Top of the list, we've got Sean, Brad, Sean, Mark, Ricky, Mark, Brian, Brad, Mark, Ricky, Mark, Brad, Ken, Tino, Brian, Mark, Brad, Mark, Dennis, and Kelsey. Top 21, we're going to do 2 minutes on the timer. Your crabs are sleeping. We're going to wake them up here in a second. Make sure y'all can see this. Okay, good. Here we go with your mini in 3, 2, 1, and you are off. All right. We got 1 minute left on the clock here. Our Krabby's running. Who's in the lead right now? Ricky's in the lead? Brad in the lead. Like we're doing an intermission here. Let's see what else I ordered in here. They actually were doing sales on Target's website and discounting a bunch of products. All right, 6 seconds left. Who is going to be the best crab? You want to be first, but you at least want to be in the top 13. Dennis! There's your crab winner. So Dennis is going to get the Warriors and the Browns in this break upcoming. We're going to see what everybody else got. Let's see what boxes I got from Target. Oh, all right. Got some absolute blasters. So if this break absolutely just is terrible, I could throw an absolute blaster box in. What's in this box? Got a bunch of shipments today. It's hard when you're like, you're used to getting boxes all the time, and then you're like, wait a second. What did I actually get? More Bowman U Best. Okay. That's what I thought it was. All right. Okay, sweet. And Kelsey, if you want to check it out, check out the end of year baseball break that we're doing. That's the only one that's got spots because we're not dropping any new breaks. If you want to get on it, it's a pricey one, but it's a good one. I'll show it here in a second. All right. So here's your top 13. It's going to be Dennis, Ricky, Sean, Ken, Brad, Mark, Kelsey, Tino, Mark, and Brad. Sean, Ricky, Brad, Brian, Brian and Mark, I am sorry. Wow, Brian, that was terrible. I don't know if 4-spot or no. I think, what did I choose for you? Sorry, Brian. That was a rough one on you there. All right, let's go over. I'm gonna put the minis in here, and I will post in the comment section what you won. I mean, you had been on a heater for, to be fair, you had been on a heater for a while in some of these minis. Sorry, it was top 12. Was it really top 12? Top 12 that got in, not top 13. Not top 13. That on me. Your crabs both stopped. What they get a cramp? Yeah, it's a $3,000. It's an over $3,000 value break, and I based it on most hits, basically. All right. Yeah, I just wanted you to let you know, since we're not going to be. I won't be back for breaks. With a reminder to folks, we will resume breaks not on January 5th, but on January 7th. I will warn, I do have a lot of travel scheduled for January, so we might be a little bit start and stoppy. We might have some weird break days. We might do some break drops, but then run breaks on weekends. I'll keep you all posted how the New Year schedule falls out. I've just got some work stuff I gotta go do. So, all right. I'll post it on the screen here so you guys can see it. I'm going to go update the mains. I had nobody claim any of the full team spots for football, so I'm going to go ahead and claim them myself. All right. I'm going to get this up here so you guys can see it. All right, there's that, and I'm going to show that for your screen. All right, there you go. So now you can see what you won if you got in the mini. So Dennis got the Browns and the Warriors, Ricky got the Raiders, Sean got the Bucks, Ted got the Hawks, Brad got the 76ers, Mark's got the Titans, Kelsey's got the Commanders, Tino's got the Falcons, Mark's got the Raptors, Mark's got the Nets, Cavs, and Clippers. I'm going to go update those breaks. We're going to run a traditional duck race for who gets the. No, we're not a shark race. How about that? Do a shark race. Shark race. We'll run a shark race for who gets the Giants. It will be a top 4. That'll be a 30-second one. All right, so I'm going to end up taking the Jaguars in this, and also the 49ers. And see my list here. All right, so Browns went to Dennis. Raiders went to Ricky. Bucks went to Sean. Titans went to Mark. Commanders went to Kelsey. Falcons went to Tino. All right. So I've got that list now. I'm going to put that in a shark race. Top 4 spots 4, 3, and 2 are going to get the Mosaic Mega, and spot 1 is going to get the Donruss for the Giants. All right. All right. 31 spots. I'm going to put it up on your screen now. We're going to do the top 4 for the Giants in the shark race. Put that over. All right, here we go. Here's your shark race. 30 seconds on the clock. 31 entries in here. You got your hungry sharks ready to go. And you're off. Got Brad Harriger has the Giants for Donruss. Lynn, Tino, and Brad all have the Giants in the Mosaics. All right, we'll copy that list. Copy the results. Copy. And I'm going to go ahead and put that. Oops. Hold on. I got to do my split. There. And there we go. Now it's better. And now let's show that screen back. All right. So there's your list. So Brad's got the Giants in. Brad has the Giants for the Donruss box. Lynn, Tino, and Brad have the Giants in each one of these megas. So, all right. Hey, Ray, did you watch the Emirates Cup last night for the Knicks? It's great to see the Knicks actually have a bench that actually participated for once. It was a very good game. It was a back-and-forth game. It was quite a back-and-forth game. All right, I'm going to copy that list. Put it in my break sheet. This is Donruss / all right. I'm going to get these tags now in here for this break. So we do still have 3 teams left for the Lakers for the basketball break. Oh, so you missed it. It was a great game. The only thing I hate is on Amazon Prime. I have League Pass, and I had to watch it on the computer instead of on my TV because it messes with the Fire Stick because I have my programming all set to my username, and Lisa's the one that's got Prime. It was a great game, though. They showed the heart for sure. All right, so we've got Donruss. Lord willing, we will hit a downtown out of this box. This box is my last Donruss hobby box, so probability is not high, but darn it, if we do. This box has been sitting up at the card shop waiting for somebody to buy it, and nobody has. So this box has been marinating for a long time, and as we have found, marinating boxes typically mean big hits. Cody Scott. Wow, my computer is just doubling up everything I write. Kobe, Sean, Mark, Kelsey, Corey, Tanner, Emmett, Dennis, Ricky, TJ, and Chris Dorsey, who was a new entry into this. You want to share this with Chris, who is a first-time joiner to our group. So welcome Chris in. All right. We are all set. It's a shame, right? They should have put the game on the TV wherever the night show you were at was. Would have been only appropriate. All right, so I'm just going to work bottom from the top here. We're going to start with Brad with the Giants, and then we're going to move on to Mosaic. Hey Ray, did you see? Did you see from the first Mosaic break? You got yourself a stained glass Jalen Hurts. That was from the first 3-box Mosaic break you did, where you picked the Eagles. So you got the big hit of the night so far. Oh, I'd love to pull an NBA. If we pull the Kaboom NBA, the value on that is huge. All right, here we go. Empty box. These boxes have been very good so far. So we've had a Genesis, which I need to update my list, my count sheet. We've had a Genesis. We have not hit as many Genesises this year as we have in the past, which makes me sad. But the variations have been harder, and it's been a bit harder to get it. It hasn't been quite as readily available. I do think the design this year is good. I'm still kind of waiting for some of the hobby products to fall a little bit more in price. Mosaic Hobby has a drop down to like $385. So we obviously are going to do a Mosaic Hobby for our end of year break, so that'll be fun. But I may grab some more at a later date as well. Here we go. Good luck. Devontae Adams, Tyler Newbin. That's going to be one for Brad. Jamar Chase. Shadeur Sanders on the camo. Going to Dennis on the mini. True Shador. That sounds weird. True Shador. Yeah, could you imagine, Chad, if we pull a Kaboom in the NBA tonight? Imagine if it was a LeBron Kaboom. Oh. All right. Terrell Owens, Trayvon Henderson, rookie variation, Ricky Pearsall, Jeffrey Simmons, Jalen Royals, Njoku on the red camo, Adonai Mitchell, Epic Performer Saquon Silver, Kid Reporter, Brock Purdy, Josh Jacobs, Will Anderson, Dylan Sampson, Trey McBride camo, Mitchell Evans red camo, Amon-Ra St. Brown, T. Higgins, Zach Bond, Jared Verse, Matt Milano, Willis McGahee on the camo, Brian Burns for the Giants. So I'll go to Brad. Jaden Daniels, silver Mosaic touchdown masters. Brian Thomas, it looks like he was trying to take off, like he was going to fly away. Xavier Worthy, Eric Armstead, Tyleek Williams, Garrett Wilson, Ricky White, Travis Hunter, notoriety, Tyler Warren, Ricky variation, Puka Nakua, Tucker Craft, Brooks, Greg Zabel, Ray McLeod, Ozzie Newsome, Peyton Manning, and Max Crosby. That's box one. So 2 cards for Brad for the Giants. All right, we're going to another shot at it. Let's do the rest box. All right, box number 2. This is going to go to Tino for the Giants. Everyone else has theirs. So I'm thinking about running some contest giveaways. I've got some different things that I might do as giveaway items. I may rip a box and give away packs. See what I have as a giveaway. Do some contests on Friday night as part of our end of year break. So definitely make sure you jump on. I thought I had, or is it that it's shoved in the corner? I might be shoved in the corner. I think I still have a whole case of the Topps holiday balls. So might be giving away some of those, the 2024 holiday balls. May have some cards I might give away. Just as it's kind of the end of year break, but it's going to be kind of the customer appreciation night break too. I'll probably try to do a lot of it during the football break. So we'll see. I do want to go back and count how many breaks I've done this year. I'm kind of curious. I think the most breaks I did in one night was 8. I think 8 breaks in one night I did. That was a lot. 6 hours of streaming straight. All right, here we go. We got Mark Brunell, Jimmy Horn Jr., Tootin, Barry Dyke, Justin Jefferson, James Cook, Cedric Tillman, Justin Herbert, Cam Ward, rookie. Ooh, there you go, Tino. How about a true silver Jackson Dart rookie variation? Nice. Going to Tino. That's nice. Literally, I said at the beginning of this, I said, man, we haven't pulled any Jackson Dart. We pulled a ton of Jackson Dart tonight. No. Guess it just has to be in the hobbies. Khalil Shakir, Ty Felton, Gabriel Davis, Trent McDuffie, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas Jr. camo, Josh Simmons, CeeDee Lamb notoriety, Shadur on the silver mosaic for the Brownies. Very nice. Yeah, I was hitting the end of year slide today, just at 2:30, and I was like, I don't want to work anymore. I just want to go start celebrating Christmas. Yeah, the last 2 weeks leading up to Christmas are always tough for work, I feel like. This I don't consider work. It's a day job. Chase Brown, Zay Flowers, Trayvon Henderson, Armand Membu, silver, Marshawn Lattimore on the camo. There's a Tyrone Tracy camo. We go also to Tino. Terrell Davis, Jack Beck, Derwin James Jr., Bernie Kosar, Maxwell Harrison, Max Crosby, Jahad Campbell on the camo, Larry Fitzgerald, Kid Reporter, Nico Collins, Trevor Lawrence, Marshawn Lattimore, Caleb Williams, Silver Mosaic, Kyle Duggar, Roma Dunze on the camo, Love, Komet, Parsons. All right. So nothing monstrous in that one. We didn't get the silver dart. But we didn't case it yet. But we've done so far, every 3 boxes, we've hit something. We'll see if we hold that trend. All right. Last mega mosaic in this break. So 9 mosaic megas we've done in 2 days. That's not bad. We still have 11 in the case. Probably going to bring Mark. You still on? Curious if Mark Hudson's still on. Empty box. I mean, Tyler Show hits a ton. I feel like we see him more than anyone else on a lot of this stuff. Where Mark Hudson was still on. About how many of these mega boxes I want to bring. I might bring 5. I'll leave 6. So are the mega hobby boxes or just mega? So they are mega hobby boxes. They're hobby mega boxes is what they're called. So what makes them hobby is the fact that these versions, these camos, you cannot buy in Target or Walmart or any of the retail stores. You have to buy them through a hobby shop or through Panini Direct. There's nothing extra about them otherwise. However, I will say hobby cases typically hit case hits more often than retail cases do. So that's what I have kind of found a little bit. Not always, but I have found that. What do you think? 5 of these mega boxes? Because they're probably going to be somewhere in the, when we put them on the shelf, they're probably going to be somewhere in the $85 region, if not 90 for these. I'm thinking like 5 probably is a good number to put out there. I was curious if people I'm surprised nobody's bought any of the update series stuff out of the shop yet. So I was curious if people had even looked at it or they kind of went, oh my God, forget that. I just didn't know how much sports stuff you think people have been trafficking through. You're still at the shop right now? Or are you still here in the break? Where are you? You're home. I'm assuming you're home right now. But maybe pull up the video camera. Yeah. No, it is misleading in the sense where they call them hobby. By the way, the security cameras need to be charged again. They didn't get a full charge. I gotta get a cords for those. All right, here we go. Kyle Duggar, McMillan, true rookie. Laporta, silver. Sorry, my voice is kind of leaving me here. Travis Kelce on the camo. Jameer Gibbs, sorry, Travis Swift. Josie Jewell. Geno Smith. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott again. Harold Fannin Jr. camo. Jamar Chase. Drake London. Travis Hunter, rookie variation. Brian Robinson Jr. Tony Dorsett. Kenneth Grant, Tony Pollard camo, CJ Stroud, AJ Brown, silver elevate. Barry Sanders, White Freeney, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, silver, Rich Gannon, Damian Martinez, Chris Johnson, Aaron Jones, Willis McGahee, Derek Harmon, Tony Dorsett, Mean Joe Green camo, Brock Bowers, silver, Caleb Williams, Richard Seymour, Ray McLeod, Jordan James, DJ Moore, silver, Abdul Carter, nice for the Giants. Let's go on to Lynn. Abdul Carter camo, Kittle, Ray Lewis, and Disley. No case hit. All right, so we're 2 for 9 now in case hits. I was just wondering, Mark, if you thought 5 would be a good number to start with in terms of these hobby megas going up there. Because I'm not expecting much. Honestly, after Christmas, I'm not expecting much traffic in that shop through till after the new year. Could be wrong, but I feel like it's going to be slow for a while afterwards. All right. The Donruss Hobby Box. This thing has been hanging for a long time. Let's see if the wait has been worth it. Has there been a downtown hiding in here all along? Or is it a bust? So many packs. So many. I will say at least tomorrow I'm getting out of work early-ish. I'm coming home to finish working for the day, but yeah, it's football. These boxes we just ripped, these Mosaic mega boxes. I know there's not a lot of football up there right now, but there's not a lot of cheap football to begin with. That's probably another reason why I need to go order some for that. Rookies and stars. What was that? Oh, just wait and see. Something weird looking in there. I'm feeling like I need to open one of those Top Chrome update boxes and sell the packs out of it. Do a pack one on those. Okay. Why you've been getting a lot of people asking for football? I'm just saying they're probably going to be 90 a box by the time I put my margin on it and the shop's margin on it. All right, here we go. Pack battle. Oh Lord, you got a gold in here. Is that the auto too? Nope, doesn't look like it's the auto, but all right. Here we go. Tyler Aguilar, Carl Owens, Mike Gesky, press proof. Gray Zabel, DJ Moore, optic preview, Nick Scorton for the Panthers. Defensive end. That is not numbered. You have a gold coming up here. Jalen Hurts, Dylan Gabriel, Bomb Squad, nice. Rashid Shaheed, Jeff Garcia, Drake May, Jacoby Myers, gold, press proof. Jackson Smith Najiba, 2/50. Nice for the Seattle Seahawks. I believe that's going to Corey Hickok. It is, and he is a Seahawks fan, so going to the right house. Very nice. Jackson Smith Najiba. There's a guy who's. Hey, the wide receivers, I feel like, just don't get enough love in the hobby. It's got to be, well, no way. Kyle McCord, Antonio Gibson, Tank Dell, Pat Bryant, Elite Series, Josh Sweet. Steven Jackson, Wandale Robinson, Kid Reporter, Eric Dickerson, Adonai Mitchell, Bo Nix, press proof, red, nice. For the Broncos, Nick Scorton again, Justin Herbert, Kenneth Walker III, Dominators, Joe Burrow, that is not numbered. Malik Neighbors, Victor Cruz, Jack Bond, Josh Allen, Tyler Boyd, JT Tumalu, Greg Dortch, Christian Benford, Pat Bryant on the rookies card for the Broncos. They're not numbered. Egbuka on the throwback card. Cam Ward, Bomb Squad. He's over. We did a pack battle once. I basically broke even on it. Actually, I lost 25 bucks on it, to be completely honest. Trey Edmonds, Andrew Van Ginkel, Jameson Williams, Jalen Ramsey, Mark Andrews, red press proof, Jackson Hawes. There's wow, that's actually a good auto for the Packers. Matthew Golden for the Packers. That is 245 of 299 for Green Bay. Jaw. That's actually a good auto. Sorry, my voice is a bit leaving me right now. Matthew Golden auto. That's not bad, actually. That's a solid auto out of this. All right. I'm going to go on Brian Byrne, Zach Moss, Chase Brown, Jordan Davis, Mark Andrews again, Jerome Ford, Derek Carr, Dylan Gabriel rookie, Julian Love, Mike Yeski, Jerry Judy Dominators, throwback Cam Scatterbo, the Giants. Jaden Daniels, road to the Super Bowl, Tony Pollard, and Joe Burrow. What's sleeping I gotta do here? A lot of sleeping. Oh, well, these are not supposed to be sleeping. All right, that makes more sense now. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. It's just the voices in my head. Just ignore them. They like to come out sometimes. All right. Third of the box done. Another third to go. 2/3 to go. Kind of that's what we're hoping for right now, right? It's downtown. We knew we were going to always get the auto. Still can't believe we're talking about $900 for a. Sorry, I just realized there's been background music playing the entire time. I'm like, what's that noise? Oh, it's. What's up, Ken? 22? You got it. I'm like, what is that music playing? Oh, wait, it's the shark race from previously. Is there no gold in here? Looks like we have a gold die cut coming up. Nice. And this is a thick pack. Really thick pack. I think it was one auto, one mem in these. Can't remember. My box is buried. It's been so long since we did Donruss. I can't remember if it was one auto, one mem. All right. Looks like we have a gold die cut coming up as well. All right, we go. Rashad Bateman, Garrison Hurst, Abdul Carter rookie for the Giants. 17 of 76. We have a 17 tonight? For the Texans, Graham Mertz, a quarterback I've never heard of. Anybody heard of this guy? 17 of 76. Nobody had 17. All right. We're going to keep it going. We got a John Elway. Greg Rousseau, Donovan McNabb, Randy Moss, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Zach Ertz, Gino, Njoku, Mooney. Oh, nice. 141. What's up, Ricky? 141 of 500. Malik Neighbors. Did you have 17? All right. I didn't write it down. I believe you. So TJ got $5. I swore there was a 15 somewhere in there. I'm like, that number sounds familiar. Did I just not write it down? I think I got distracted. All right, TJ got $5 break credit tonight. Very nice. I'm like, the number seems way too familiar to me. Like, yeah, this is something right. 141 of 500. Malik Neighbors. I think I was distracted in conversation. I'm going to cut this here because there's a big thick card here. It's probably a whole lot of nothing, but we'll see. They make these patch cards so thick, and then it's like this tiny little patch on them. There's a die cut right there. You know what? Let me finish the stack because there's a die cut and a relic in there. So let me do this. Ty Felton, Najee Harris, Warren Moon, Action All-Pros, Myles Garrett, who they're supposed to talk to, was going to break the single-season sack record. Tony Pollard, Doug Williams, Jake Ferguson, Kid Reporter, Kurt Warner, Tony Dorsett, Dylan Sampson, Jalen Polk, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Dominators, Quinshon Judkins, Throwback, Egg Buka for the Buccaneers, Terry Bradshaw, Adunze, Reed, Tucker, Amawari, Terrence Ferguson, Red, Cade Otten, Marquise Brown, Matthew Golden, Nolan Smith, Matt Stafford, Dylan Carlson, Geno Stone, Alvin Kamara, Jalen Milroe, Bryce Young, Kyle Williams, Colston Loveland, the rookies, not numbered. Luther Burden the third for the Bears, back-to-back Bears cards. Road to the Super Bowl, Josh Allen and DK Metcalf. All right, let's see what these two hits out this are. Cut that right there. Harold Fannin Jr., tight end. Kenneth Gainwell. And this is I want to say it's a Bronco, but I can't swear to it. A Jet. I was totally wrong. 10 of 425, Jersey Kings, Breece Hall. No 10. Breece Hall, 10 of 425. For the Jets, Jets, going to Cody. So that one right there. All right, we got a die cut in here coming up, as you can see. Calvin Kamara, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jalen Hurts, J.J. McCarthy, and the die cut. Do I have it the right way or am I upside down? Upside down. 49ers. That is a Ricky Pearsall press proof. 2 of 25. Wow. Ricky Pearsall, 2 of 25 die cut press proof for the 49ers. Well, I gotta say, of all the Donruss boxes we ripped, this has had some of the lowest numbered stuff in it so far, and probably some of the better hits for sure. A lot of those Donruss boxes we did were really brutal, which I think is part of the reason why I moved on from them. I decided to put some right in the shop, but this box has been there. I mean, is it a $400 box? I don't know. We still have a third of the box left to go, but if there's a downtown in here, yeah, it was. But we've hit some decent cards out of this so far. It's definitely not been the worst Donruss box we've ever had. Number to 50, number to 25, Matthew Golden auto. It's not bad. All right. All right, a third of this box left to go. I'm trying to figure out, of the end of year breaks, which product am I most excited to open? I gotta say, the fact I threw 3 Panini Boys of Summer in the baseball break has me very curious to see what we end up pulling out of that. Football just has a lot of variation. The black boxes, the 2021 and the 2025, those could be very good as well. was kind of weird too how I added the 2 people into the break, and then 2 people dropped out of the football break. So I'm like, well, I didn't have to change anything because we still have the same people we started with. All right, here we go. I don't see anything that gives me the impression there's a downtown in here, but you never know. I could be way wrong. Quinny Mitchell, Jackson Smith Najiba. Damn. For the Saints, going to Chad Nugent. Rashid Shaheed, 21 of 22. We have 21? We did. Brian had 21. So Brian gets $5 break credit. 21 of 22. Damn. What a good low number box this has been. Oh, this box has been way better than my expectations were. I'm going to pull this shitter down. That's the lowest numbered card we've hit so far. Very nice. Shadur Sanders, rookie. Derrick Henry. James Cook. CJ Stroud. Road to the Super Bowl. That is a Brian Robinson Jr. Rick Upchurch. Osa Ogbuzua. Fonte Adams. Calvin Johnson. G. Barron. Xavier Worthy. Blake Group. Bucky Irving. Dylan Gabriel on the Gridiron Kings, Calvin Johnson, Drew Brees, Rasheed Rice, Jason Taylor, Keenan Coleman, Tremont Edmonds, Jalen Noel, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman, Kyle Hamilton, Brett Favre Bomb Squad, Joe Ferguson, DeAndre Hopkins, Drew Bledsoe, T. Higgins, Tyler Loop, DJ Giddens, Alexander Madison, Marte Mapu, Tyler Warren Elite Series for the Colts. Cooper DeJean, Tyreek Hill, Frankie Louvu, Kid Reporter, Zach Charbonnet, Lad McConkey, Mason Graham, George Kittle, Josh Jacobs, Dwayne Bowe, Marion Hampton, Bucky Irving, CJ Stroud, Keenan Allen, Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Watkins, Hushmanzada, Byron Murphy, Jack Beck, the rookies, Tyler Show, throwback, Vontae Adams, Bomb Squad, Cameron Jordan, and Devontae Wicks. No downtown. Damn. But that was a very solid Donruss box. I have no complaints there. That was a way better Donruss box than we have done in a long time. So, all right. Let's do a recap of this one, and then we're going to move to our last break of the night. It is going to be the 10 times Revolution mega boxes. All right. We've got Shadur baited rookie. We've got Dylan Gabriel, Gridiron Kings, Abdul Carter base rookie, Agbuka Bomb Squad, Judkins throwback, Dick Scorton on the Optic preview, Dylan Gabriel Bomb Squad, Agbuka throwback, Cam Ward Bomb Squad, Gabriel base rookie, Scottaboo throwback, Travis Hunter rookie variation, Jersey Kings Breece Hall to 425, Graham Mertz to 76, Shadur Sanders Silver Mosaic notoriety, Jackson Dart on the True Silver rookie variation. I went to Tino. Ricky Pearsall, 2 of 25. Jackson Smith Najiba, 2 of 50. Rashid Shaheed, 21 of 22. Matthew Golden, 245 of 299 on the auto for the Packers. Malik Neighbors, 141 of 500. And Shadur Sanders on the red camo. And that is that break. Excuse me for the coughing. All right. We're going to move on to the last break of the night. It is the 10 times Revolution NBA. All right. So I'm going to add the people in from the mini into that break. All right, so NBA does have 3 teams left available if anybody wants to jump in on it. All right, so Lakers for 55. Lakers 55, Grizz for 30, and Wizard for 25 are still available. But once I finish updating these minis, if nobody's made a comment on that, then they will be closed. And I will just close them out. Let's went to Mark. Mark's got like half the teams in this break. Warriors went to Dennis. Clippers went to Merck. 76ers went to Brad. Kings. That's who was it missing from this. Okay, there was 13 spots because I had the Kings. So that's going to go to Brad in spot 13. So that was the team I was missing on that list. Raptors were Mark. Like, I swear I should have been 13. All right, I'm going to check the comments. Nobody's updated the comments, so I'm going to claim the last 3 teams. So that's the Wizards, the Grizz, and the Lakers. All right, we're going to run the random. For these. I'm going to go get some more water again, as you can hear my voice is leaving me. So we're going to do another 2-minute race. So I can go get some more water. We're going to do a... oh, let's do the monster race. All right, so top 10. Yep, top 10. 1 spot per box gets the Spurs. All right. So I'm going to switch your screen over. The monster race. We got to have 29 names in this one. We're going to set 2 minutes on the clock. 29 of you. This is going to be the random to set the top 10 who are all going to get Spurs. And I'm going to put the boxes up here. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to get some water. Be right back. Products up here too. think I realized I didn't flip your screen over so you could see the full monster race. Whoops. Hold on. There's only 20 seconds left of the race. I can do it quickly. There you go. There you go. Hey, I made it just in time for 15 seconds left in the race. So top 10, each going to get a box for the Spurs. Oh, next turn. Like Jaw's going to take one of them. Jaw's gonna all right. More boxes than I realized I had. Oh wait, that's because that's not what I thought it was. That's Mosaic. Ah. I was trying to figure out why some of the boxes felt heavier than the others. And I realized I had 3 Mosaic boxes in my hand. All right. Jaw's the winner of the race. Our top 10 from this one is going to be Chad, TJ, Jaw, Anthony, Mark, and I have the last spot. All right. I'm going to put this list up. List. All right, I'm going to flip your screen back over. All right. There you have it. So that is your top 10 list for Spurs. Everyone else does still have their teams. I'm going to move Godzilla here. I got to stack these. I like sitting in there holding these things. Excuse me. More and more. We are looking for kabooms. That's all we really care about in this. Kabooms. Maybe an auto or something would be nice. All right. Let me get tags in for the people that are in this break. This is the last, I'll call it normal break we do this year. For the year, we have our end of year break. So as a reminder, with our end of year break, we do have 6 spots left in the baseball one. I'll just show it on the screen if I did take a picture of it. Maybe I didn't take a picture. I mean, I know I took a picture of it, but I guess I didn't save a picture on my phone. But we do have a lot of good products inside that end of year break. There are 6 spots left. It is a $110 a spot for one random team, but there will be some combo teams in order to try to make it even. I haven't actually figured out who all my combo teams were yet in that. So, all right, let me put this 10 times NBA Rev. All right, so we've got Jaw, we've got Chad, we've got TJ, we've got Anthony, we've got Mark, we've got Ken, Dennis, Brad, Ray, and Kelsey. All right, all our tags are in. All right, so I'm going to go top down all the way to the back here. So I'm going to go in order for when you have the Spurs. So the first box for the Spurs will be mine. Everyone else has their teams. Let's see if 10 boxes of Revolution basketball can yield us one kaboom. Here is to hoping. We'll just look on the back here real quick at the other things that we can hit out of this product. A lot of numbered chances too. We got Legends Blue numbered from 285 to 200 or down to 20. We've also got Stargazings, Hardwood Legacy numbered, Kaboom Horizontal. That's what we're really looking for. We can get autos. So those could be nice. We could get base cards down to 20. So, but I really want a kaboom. I just really want to see a kaboom. We need a kaboom. How sweet would it be to finish our regular portion of our program with a kaboom? Empty box. My trash can overflow with. Literally, my trash can next to me is like super overflowing. I actually got into a case break of Megas for Absolute. This essentially is equivalent to a half case of Absolute, half case break. But I got into a case break of Absolute football looking for more kabooms. Look for the teams that had them. Because I had to look because I don't see many of the vertical kabooms. I've mostly been seeing horizontal kabooms this year from football. And this is only horizontals. All right. All right, I got the Spurs on this one. Everyone else has their teams. Good luck. I'm not even going to try to peek to see if we have a kaboom. Jaren Jackson Jr., Jamal Murray, Khalil Ware, CJ McCollum, Vortex, Alexander Sarr for the Wizards. Desmond Bain, Brandon Ingram, Manuel Quickley, Bradley Beal, Ivan Iverson, let's go. Jared McCain, rookie. Hardwood Legacy, Alexander Sarr. Kuminga, Russell Westbrook, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Keontae George, Darius Garland. That looks like it should be numbered. It's not. It's a blue parallel. A blue shock. Saloon on like a blue shock rookie. Zion, Jaylen Brown, James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, Collier, Carmelo Anthony, blue, Legends, not numbered. Stargazing, Giannis, Lauri Markkanen, Shai, Derek White, Jalen Brunson, the man. Jacoby Walter, not numbered. Jamal Murray, New Wave, Khalil Ware for the Heat, not numbered. Zach LaVine, Devin Vassell, Cade, Carson Wallace, Ryan Dunn, rookie. Jaren Jackson Jr., not numbered. Harrison Ingram, rookie for the Spurs on the shimmer. And Kobe White and Joel Embiid. That was a bust of a box. Good Lord. I'm just going to do a quick look through, make sure I didn't miss any numbered cards, but I don't think I did. Oh, the blue ones are called Storms. Just making sure I did not miss a numbered card. Because sometimes the patterns are subtle, and then I miss it. Don't think so. This one. What I'll say, though, is technically it's not the last break of the year for us, which is good. All right. Mark Hudson has this for the Spurs. Everyone else has theirs. That first box, dud. Second box, hopefully not a dud. Give us one kaboom. I'm trying to think where I bought these from. I think I bought them from Dick's. I want to say I bought them from Dick's so they were on sale because it's hard to get 10 or something. I know they have Donruss Megas actually shipped from Dick's here soon too. Excuse me. right, box number 2. Here we go. All right. LeBron, Kawhi, Jalen Wells, Steph Curry. So it says Storm. New Wave, Jared McCain, not numbered for 76ers. Simmons, Allen, Green, Paul, McGrady, Darren Holmes II, Halliburton, Irving, Jokic, Ivy, Barnes. They Dylan Jones. They look like they should be numbered, but they're not. Anthony Davis, Storm, Charles Barkley, Storm, Bogdanovich, Randall, Henderson, Morant, Bird, Lillard, Garnett, Davis, Curry, Adebayo, Suggs, Furphy, not numbered, Wemby, Storm, Rishashur, New Wave, not numbered, Wemby again, Lillard, Claxton, Thomas, Collins, Rob Dillingham, not numbered, Giddey, Murray, and Collins. I feel like these boxes are like making dinner. You spend all day cooking, slaving, hours working on stuff, and then 5 seconds into it, it's already over. All right, Anthony Carlucci has Spurs in this one. Where else is theirs? It's like all the paprika, and you're like, finally got there. And then it's like, oh, it's over now. All right. There's that. Empty box. Trying to think what the best break of the year we've had so far is. I feel like Seasons in the Sun was probably the best break we did all year. There were so many good cards that came out of that product. I'm trying to think of a break that really stood out to me, and I feel like that's one of the ones that really stood out. I don't know. Do you guys have any opinions? Oh, there's like a 5 of you on tonight. I thought about doing late night poker, but my voice is really fading on me because of my cold. So, but you guys have like, do you remember like a break this year that was like the break you remember? Like, what was your favorite break moment? You should do a contest for that. Do a poll. Tell me what your favorite break moment of the year was. All right. Anthony's got the Spurs. 99, hun. Jalen Green, Chris Paul. Adem Bona, not numbered. Fox, Storm, Tyler Kolek, who got a great game last night. Kyrie Irving, Jokic, Ivy, Barnes, Nowitzki, KJ Simpson, Storm, Bob Carrington, Vortex, Bogdanovic, Randall, Suggs, Henderson, Jaw, Mitchell, Tim Duncan, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, Thomas, Adebayo, Bazulis for the Bulls, not numbered. Valakunas. God, I thought that would be numbered, but it's not. It's just a Storm one. It looked weird. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Stargazing, Wemby, Lillard, Johnson, Claxton, Wade, Bridges, Anthony Edwards, Vortex, Murray, Collins, RJ Barrett, Towns, Porter Jr., Ron Hall II. The one that had the Ellie downtown in it. That was a good one. Porzingis, Tatum, Giddey. That was out of 3 and 2. Actually, we have a box of 3 and 2 we're doing too as part of our break. I think it's a 24 box as well. So 24 or 25, I can't remember. Might be 25. All right. All right, Jaw's got the Spurs in this one. Cooking that dinner. Making a mess in here. Y'all can see the pile of pack cards here. The things you don't see behind the camera of a break room is the pile of open packs that get left behind. like a Warzone Aftermath. So we had Lori got the Otani this year. I did see Topps is releasing museum collections, so we will have that again. All right. Box 3, Jaws got Spurs. Everyone else has theirs. Middleton, Duran, Trey Young, Storm, Ron Holland, New Wave. We got an auto. Hey, for the Grizzlies, Cam Spencer auto. Hey, we got something. That's 22 of 35. 22 went to Ken. All right. There we go. Got something on the board finally. Cam Spencer for the Grizzlies. Cosmo. Cam Spencer for the Grizzlies.
I think that outlet on the counter is just dead.
Which one?
The one where I charged the iPad. I had the iPad charging all night and it's still 24%. So.
I think it's the cord. Something's screwy with the cord or the I don't know. Good night. All right. Ken got $5 in break credit, and we got an auto finally. All right. Halliburton, Butler, Johnson, Siakam, Sapowski, Dylan Jones, Storm, Saloon, Johnson, Sabonis, Maxey, Durant, Dotette, not numbered, Revis, Johnson, Draymond Green, Sengun, Sharp, DiVincenzo, Revis, not numbered, Larry Legend, Larry Bird, Rishisher, Hardwood, Thompson, Vucevic, LeBron, Leonard, Tyler Kolek, Oscar Thompson, Banchero, Simmons, Allen, Barnes, Green, Paul, Banchero, Furphy, Irving, and Jokic. Once we hit the auto, my faith in that box to give us anything really good was pretty small at that point. Check something real quick. Got to look. Couple sneaky Spurs in here. Excuse me, sorry. It's the late night getting to me a bit. All right. Gonna label these for the Spurs cards here. So Jaws bag. All right, next box is going to TJ. Oops. Excuse me. Talking all night. The throat just gets so dried out when you have congestion. All right. TJ has the next two, so I'm going to go and rip the 6 too. Just going to rip the whole thing. Empty box. Take this one off. All right, we gotta do better than one auto. Gotta do better than that. Empty box. All right. And there goes my King of the Mountain of boxes and packs. Ripped packs. All right, that's one. Let's do the other. I feel like if we have a Kaboom, the one thing I noticed when I got the Kaboom from the Absolute Countdown calendar was that the Kaboom itself was on a thicker cardstock than the rest of the cards. So I wonder if that will be true if we find one in here. Like, is it going to stand out as being a thicker cardstock? I just want to see one. We just need to have one here. I am so hopeful that we will. Let's go. Chris Paul for the Spurs. LeBron, Sherman, Kawhi, Maxey, Jokic, Simmons, Suggs, Henderson, Thomas, Paul, the Storm, Vortex, Nuggets, Lillard, Davis, Barnes, Green, Shaq. Oh, we got another. Is that a Risha? Oh, that's a good one. I totally forgot about him. How about a Zach Edey for the Grizz? What is that number to? It is not numbered. Actually, that surprises me. I thought that would be a numbered card. Zach Edey autograph for the Memphis Grizzlies. Two autographs. Same team, though. We need to share the wealth here a little bit here. What happened to Edey? I feel like I haven't heard about him as much anymore. Zach Edey auto. Randall, Irving, Morant, Ivy, Dalton Connect. That's a guy who needs to get off the Lakers because I think he's getting buried there. LeBron, Khalil Ware, Curry, Bogdanovic, Cameron Thomas, Bam Adebayo, AJ Mitchell, Jalen Green, Larry Bird, Collins, Wemby, Johnson, Claxton, Barnes, Iverson, Tatum, Giddey, and Murray. Moving into the next one here. Garland, McCollum, Spencer, Bam, Edey, New Wave, not numbered, Ingram, Wagner, Jaren Jackson, Murray, Christie, Reed Shepard, Wood Legacy, Westbrook, Bain, George, Quickly, Beal, Thomas, Carter, Brown, Kuminga, Poole, Kuzma, Drusick, Yao Ming, Wemby Stargazing, Shai, Zion, Harden, DeRozan, Holmes, Claxton, Cody Williams, Vassell, And Vassell did a number on the Knicks. Markkanen, White, Brunson, Barkley, Johnson, Alexander Sarr on the Storm. Let's leave that one. Embiid and Levine. All right. So we got 2 autos so far, so that's positive. All right. So next one's going to be Chad for the Spurs, and then the last 3 are going to end up being Ja for those. The guy behind the camera. I left him out there as long as possible. Yeah, my voice is going. Need a kaboom. We need a kaboom. I mean, it wasn't like I didn't give a fair chance at him. I tried. All right. Chad's got the Spurs in this one. Everyone else has theirs. Yeah. There's not much I can do with that because even like I've seen like a lot of the other streamers, their name lists aren't that much bigger than that. Because the only way, like, the problem is it's like the height, right? If I do like serial number breaks, I can make it bigger, but yeah, my voice is definitely going right now. All right. I need to see some love sharing here. I need to share the love around. All right. Here we go. Chad's got Spurs. Everyone else has got their teams. It's all right. Giannis, RJ, Zach Edey on the rookie. John Stockton, Bronny, stargazing, not numbered. Edwards, Booker, Mitchell, Fox, Zubac, Derek White, Topic, not numbered. I keep thinking they're going to be numbered. Williams, Fred VanVleet, Towns, Johnson, Magic, Murray, Stephon Castle. There you go, Chad. There's a Stephon Castle hardwood legacy. It's the first Castle we've seen tonight. I'll put it on the stand. We haven't had any on there. Porzingis, Tatum, Bridges, Valanciunas, Ewing, Messi, Dwayne Wade, hardwood legacy on. There you go. There's a numbered card right there for the Heat. 16/99. About time. Hardwood legacy. 16/99 for the Heat. Let's go to TJ. Dwayne Wade. There's some love sharing right there. And 16 was not picked tonight. Brandon Miller, Luka, Naz Reid, Michael Porter Jr., Risha Shur, Case and Wallace, Dalton Connect, New Wave, Revis, Young, Holmgren, George, Cunningham, Bona, Mikal Bridges, Ironman, Banchero, and Thompson. Panchero has not been as good this year. I know he's been hurt, but he has not had that same dominance like he's had in years past. I don't know if he's struggling to get his rhythm or what. All right. Jaws got the last three for the Spurs. Can we find a kaboom in here? Empty box. Still an empty box. Empty box. Still an empty box. And last one. Let's see, we're going to get another auto. We're going to get another numbered card. We're going to finally get a kaboom. Saving the best for last. Empty box. Still an empty box. Let's find out. I really want to see a kaboom. Really want to see that. Really big shoes. Really big. I hope I can breathe tonight when I sleep. I've been having to sleep elevated so that all the crap doesn't go in the back of my throat and clog up my sinuses and everything. I actually hit like in the mid-50s today. It was kind of weird. But I feel like it doesn't help my sinuses any either. There's that. There's one stack. Strip the rest. I appreciate you guys getting in this break. I figured it was, I saw these boxes discounted. I've been kind of waiting for this product to discount. The hobbies of these for one box is like $300 or $400. And in order to have a guaranteed kaboom, you had to buy a whole case, which is like 32 hobby boxes. And I was like, there's no way I am going to go looking after the 32 hobby boxes at $400 a piece when the hobby boxes themselves don't even guarantee an auto. I'm like, I will just maybe take our chances with retail. But I knew the megas when they came out were kind of overpriced. They were like $60. I'm like, that ain't worth it. So I figured, oh, we'll just wait for Black Friday or whatever when these sit on shelves. Oh, with the sinusy and everything. I think it's hitting every. The crud is going around, I think. But I've had a feeling this product was going to sit for a while. I had a feeling it wasn't going to move quickly, and a lot of places were going to be stuck with it. So I feel like our local Ace Hardware must have done a dumping of their cards. The last time I went in there, their card section was extremely small. Yeah, it's a thing. It's not fun. I was told by the allergy people, like, well, you're allergic to everything. I'm like, cool. All right, here we go. Last three boxes of the break. I want to thank everybody for getting the breaks tonight and helping fill them so quickly. And let's see if we can end on a high. Oh, my God, we did it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's a kaboom. That's a kaboom. It's right there. Oh, my God, we did it. We have a kaboom. Oh, Lordy. Oh, I think my pulse rate just went up about a factor of 3. We have a kaboom. It is right there. Oh my. We are ending on a high. We are going to save that. We are saving it. This could be a If Sports call out. Somebody get the hashtag ready. Oh, why does my voice have to be so terrible right now? All right. There is a kaboom right there. Right there, there is a kaboom. Okay, we're going to finish the rest of this, and we're going to see who the lucky one is to have the kaboom. I could go through the list and see who has a chance at it, but all right. Stefan Castle, New Wave. That'll go to Joel Embiid. Oh my God, we're gonna finish on a kaboom. Zach LaVine, LaMelo Ball, Cade Cunningham. Dude, that's likely at least probably a 4-figure card. Tristan Newton, Cam Spencer, Reed Shepard, Tyler Hero, Kobe White, Chris Middleton, Jalen Duren, Steve Nash, Kyrie Irving, Pascal Siakam. That's numbered. That is numbered. 84 of 285, Pascal Siakam for the Pacers. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We hit a kaboom out of retail. That just makes the whole break worth it. Everything about it makes it worth it. I'm not hopeful that we have other ones in there. I'm just Jimmy Butler, DeAndre Ayton. I know these are like incredibly hard to pull. Cameron Johnson, Pascal Siakam, Pele Larson, Cam Christie, Hakeem Olajuwon, Sabonis, Halliburton, Maxey, Durant, Shannon Jr., Julius Randle, Luka Stargazing, Sengun, Keldon Johnson, Shaden Sharp, DiVincenzo, Bogdanovich, Dursic, Klay Thompson, Vucevic, Draymond Green. Well, I can say for a fact the kaboom is not on a thicker stock like it was in Absolute Football. Oh. Wow. Okay. Cason Wallace, Derek White, Jared McCain, Cameron Johnson, Giannis Vortex, Kobe White, Embiid, Ball, Cunningham, Olajuwon. I think this is not. I don't think this is numbered. It's not. Yeah, Cody Williams. It just looks like it should be because of the coloring. Rob Dillingham, DeAndre Ayton, Tyler Hero, Pascal Siakam, Chris Middleton, Jalen Duren, Kevin Durant, David Robinson, Tyrese Halliburton, Jimmy Butler, Durant, Johnson, Klingon, Tyrese Maxey, Stefan Castle, Vortex, nice, Keldon Johnson, Sabonis, DiVincenzo, Maxey, Abdul-Jabbar, DiVincenzo, Dwayne Wade, Draymond Green, Sengun, Leonard, Sharp, Rob Klintman, Jared Allen, Klay Thompson, Vucevic. Oh, the anticipation's killing me right now. All right. And we got Zubac, Giannis, Cody Williams, Naz Reid, Dirk Nowitzki, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Miles Turner. I think my cat's at the door. Chet Holmgren, Shaq, Chet Holmgren again. Jalen Wells, he wants to see the kaboom too. Paulo Banchero, Oscar Thompson, Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, David Robinson. That's not numbered, right? No. Yep, my cat's at the door. That should be numbered. Donovan Klingon. It is numbered 215 to 285 for the Trailblazers. Let's go to TJ. The funny part about this is how much this break cost is probably equal to how much a one hobby box was. Hold on a second. My cat, he's trying to flick the door on. He's going to wake my kids. cat's going to keep flicking the door handle, and he's going to wake my kids up because he won't. My cat knows how to open doors. All right. Sorry about that. Keeping it going. Bazulis, Jalen Williams, Fred VanVleet, Porter Jr., Bridges, Valakunas, Paul George, Dennis Rodman, Brandon Miller, Luka, Paul George, drum roll, oh, it's coming. Naz Reid, Clintman, Mogbo, New Wave, Kolek. Oh, there you go. The Kolek is numbered 189 to 285. TJ does have the most teams in this one, although Mark hit a ton of teams out of the mini too. So I was going to take a quick look. I could say or not say. I'll give you some stats on the Kaboom before we show it. All right. Revis, Trae Young, Garland, CJ McCollum, Miles Turner, Garnett, Wagner, Holiday, and Bridges. You know, I would say that less the Kaboom. 2 autos, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbered cards is not bad for the price of what this was. But now we have a Kaboom, and that just makes everything that much sweeter. I'm just making sure I didn't miss any Spurs here. Just got to do my due diligence, otherwise then I got to deal with it later. Okay. All right. I want to pull something up real quick. I just want to pull up the checklist. Revolution Basketball. I don't know why, but Bing doesn't like to search. All right. That or Beckett's website's down. Apparently Beckett's website's down because they ain't going to it. Just wanted to see on the horizontal base checklist. Okay, here we go. All right, Kaboom horizontals. There are 35 different Kaboom horizontals. And all right, that's what I was just curious to see was how many different iterations of Kabooms are there. There is 35 different types of Kabooms. All right. Good luck to you all. All right. Cason Wallace, Derek White. I'll pull the back card out. That is a Joker. All right. I believe it is this direction. Let's see. Is it a rookie? I don't see. I don't believe it's a rookie. I don't see anything to indicate it's a rookie. Your kaboom. Oh, you got to be kidding me. For the Los Angeles Lakers. Mm. Mm. Wow. I'm speechless. Holy cow. Wow. You all saw my face right now. You probably understand. Wow. So if sports in top 10 of the month retail polls, I don't know if this will hit it because I know there's debut patches, but I feel like it's a candidate. The guy behind the camera, because it was one of the teams that was still hanging out there. $1,200. Woo! You know, when you pull your first of these, you like don't want to sell it, you know, because this is the collector in me that's like, I don't want to move it. Like, wow. I will probably send this out for grading. I got to look it over, but damn. I kid you all not. I was hoping that one of y'all are going to hit it. But I also am not going to look a gift horse in the mouth on this. Shaq's a freaking legend, too. Like, Shaq's a guy I grew up watching play. And it kind of makes it cooler from that respect. Like, wow. That's wild. That's insane. And that's how we, all right. I'm going to tell you all this. Because I pulled this tonight, things will happen. Stuff will be given away on Friday. So I'm going to tell you all, make sure you tune in. Make sure you join. We're going to have some fun giveaways. Do something. All right. Here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to do something for y'all right now. For you that all hung out, who all are in this break, who got in this break, who made this break happen. Wow. For all of you in this break, for that just happened. I'm going to give you guys a choice right now. I can do a duck race, and I put all of your names in once, and somebody wins the box. You know what? Hold on. Wait, I can do better. I can do better. I have 3 of these. So I'll give you all a choice. Because you guys are the ones that are in this break right now. I can put the 3 that's still here. I do it fair to everybody that was in the break. Because some people obviously can't stay up as late. So here's your choice. I can put everyone's name in once. We'll run a duck race. Top 3, each of you get a mega box of Mosaic. Or I can rip them all right now in accordance to the teams that are on the list. I'm fine to do it either way. So I'll give you all a choice. Granted, there could be a Laker in here and we just run into the same thing we just did. But based on what just happened in this break, I'm just going to give the boxes away. Because I would feel worse, honestly. Honestly, I would feel worse. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of torn right this, right? Because if you missed and you didn't get the box and you had a team that could have hit and then it went, oh, I'm so like torn about this right now. I want to do something for you all that was in here and made that happen. This is the season of giving, right? Holiday giveaway. Boy, oh boy. How many unique people do we have in this break? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people. Oh. Boy, oh boy. What do you do in this situation? What do I want to do? Because the part of me, too, is I also want to give my teams away, right? All right, what about this? What do you guys think about this? I'll give you a choice. I pull my teams out. Again, I'll put everybody in one time. What if we did this? See what you guys think about this. What if I pull my name out of the teams? I take the Grizzlies, I take the Wizards, I take the Lakers, and I take the Spurs. I take the 9 names. I do it in order. I'll do Spurs, Lakers, Grizzlies, Wizards, and I'll random the 9 names. I'll random the guys' list in a duck race, just names. Everybody, 4 people would each get 1 team. And we do this Mosaic break. Completely throw it in for you guys. I'm out. I cannot get anything from it. And we do these, and you guys have the teams you bought into, and we get the 3 extra boxes. You guys will random those teams in. What do you guys think about that? Or I can just give the boxes away. I'm down for either right now. I'm still kind of in shell shock right now. I was pretty satisfied with getting 2 autos out of that. But that thing there on the left. Kelsey says sure. Ken likes it. All right. All right, let's do that then. All right. So I'm going to put a new list up. I'm pulling my name out. I cannot win anything. I'm going to put the Spurs down. All right. That's what we're doing. You guys are all, because of what just happened here, just you guys. Everybody that's in the break, just you guys get this. I cannot get anything from this break. God damn. All right. So I'm going to do a duck race. No. Cancel the stream. We're going to do a duck race. Straight up duck race. 30 seconds. You can only get in once. So I'm just going to pull my stream up name here. So I'm going to take this list on the right. I'm going to make a new version of it. So it's like a special break just for you all. All right. So I'm going to go in order as I see them from above, from top to bottom here to set the lineup. So I got Jaw. This is my thank you back to you all for making this break happen. Chad. So no matter what, you're going to get a stake in these boxes. I bought these boxes because we've had number cards in just about every single one of these, and some of them have been really low. I could be completely wrong. We could completely get skunked out of these things, but Mark Hudson. I saw Lakers and I started pausing. I'm like, there were. I looked at the list, and I think there were 3 Lakers on that list. It was LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Shaq. I think Bronny was on there too. Actually, I have to go back and look. But having Shaq is just like Shaq is wild because Shaq is a freaking GOAT. I mean, the guy was one of the biggest dominators in the paint. And I have a relic card, a game used relic card of him that I told my wife that I'm never getting rid of that. That's just too cool to have. I have a Shaq autographed jersey. That's why I said you pull these cards and you're like, I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah, it sells for $1,200, but I don't want to sell it. All right, so there were 10 people in this. I was wrong. I was 10. All right, so I got Jaw. Yeah. Oh, Shaq's a friggin' multi-dimensional. Awesome. That's a hell of a picture, too. It's an artistic picture, but that one looks badass. The only card that would have been cool, even better for me, if it was Jalen Brunson, which I didn't have the Knicks in this break. It's funny because, like, I feel like if it was a LeBron Kaboom, I probably would have sold it. But that's a Shaq Kaboom. I want to keep it. I want to hold that. It's funny, right? Because like the LeBron doesn't do as much for me as Shaq does. Shaq does it for me. Ja, Chad, TJ, Anthony, Mark, Brad, Kelsey, Ray, Ken. I already had Brad. I already had TJ. And Dennis. All right, 10 names in the duck race. All right, I'm going to flip this screen over. Oh, this is the second Kaboom. This is the third Kaboom. I've pulled a Kaboom out of every sport this year. Never done that before. I pulled 2 Kabooms out of the baseball one, the Christian Moore one we had. But I have a Tommy White Kaboom. I'm staring at it right now. We had the Travis Hunter, and now we have this one. All right, duck race, sharing it. All right, let me fix that. Freaking wild. All right, so you guys can see your names. Got Ja, Chad, TJ, Anthony, Mark, Brad, Kelsey, Ray, Ken, Dennis. They are in the order that they appeared in the list that you saw on your right just before this, in order of occurrence. So that's how I set up the lineup. So the way it's going to work is it's going to go Spurs, Lakers, Grizz, Wizards. So top 4 after the duck race. All right, here you all go. 3, 2, 1, and go Spurs, Lakers, Grizz, Wizards, which are all great teams to have in this. So top 4 is where you want to be. Who is going to take it? I got Strawberry Huber coming up the rear here. Anthony Carlucci. All right, so Anthony, Ken, TJ, and Jaw. Those are your top 4. I'm going to put that here. So now I'm going to take the list that I had before, and I'm going to modify it. There's no Chiefs there. All right. And now I'm going to update this. So Anthony Carlucci is going to get the Spurs. People are going to watch the screen later, and they're going to say, what the hell happened? What's going on? So I'm calling this bonus Mosaic. So I'm going to flip your screen back here. So you all still have your teams. It's just we just gave away all those other teams, and you all are going to get some bonus boxes. You guys get like $150 worth of bonus boxes thrown into this. At least. Because I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all making this happen. All right. So Ken's going to have the Lakers. Ken Huber. And then TJ has the Grizz and Jaw has the Wizards. All right, I'm going to put that screen now. All right. Coming back at you. All right, so there is the new list. So that is for these 3 Mosaic mega boxes. Bonus rip for you all. You all see the teams you have. These boxes have been really good. I will say they've been more so the Target ones that I think I've had better luck with. But I still think they've been really fire. So I bought them because I wanted to bring them in. I was going to do a future break with you all, but this is a thank you for being a member of this group. Thank you for supporting all year. Thank you for allowing this break to happen and support this break, because then that doesn't happen if you guys don't do that. So this is for you all. Good luck to you all. I somehow wish we can pull a monster card for every one of y'all tonight. But hopefully on, well, we have a Genesis. We got that going for us. So that's a good start. There's a Genesis in here. The camera doesn't want to focus on it, but all right, good start. We have a Genesis. And this product is really kind of what really got me into a lot of the ripping. This product was actually who has colleges inquiring on him? Kelsey? I thought I saw something else with a parallel. This is the product that my wife and I basically started recording ourselves on a stream we called Personal Breaks Live, because we wanted to open it with our friends, and this is kind of what started kind of showing me I could do the breaking stuff. And Mosaic is like what got me into this, into where I am now. So all right, let's and we have an orange fluorescent. We have an orange fluorescent. Blue fluorescent, I think. I don't know what the orange is number 2, but we have an orange fluorescent too. So yeah, this stuff crushes. All right, here we go. John Collins, DeAndre Ayton, Colin Sexton, Michael Porter Jr., Joel Embiid, Dosumu, Kevin Durant, Stephon Castle, give and go, silver mosaic for the Spurs. That's going to go to AC3. Saloon, Ja, Rui, Kobe White, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard, Kyrie Irving, Paletto, Blue Reactive, Kyle Lowry, Jared McCain, Thunder Road, silver. Nice for the 76ers. Bona, Stephon Castle again. Dosumu, Eason, Conley, Andre Jackson Jr., Rishashire for the Hawks. Silver mosaic. That's a nice one. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's awesome that he's got 5 colleges inquiring on him. Are they big name colleges? We got Dinwiddie, Rob Dillingham on the Blue Reactive. Thunder Road, Steph Curry, Bob Carrington, Jared McCain, Herbert Jones, Grayson Allen, Andrew Nemhard. Focus. Nemhard, Jimmy Butler, Keontae George, fluorescent. Harrison Barnes for the Spurs. Going to AC3. They call that peach? Strawberry? 62/75. I don't know what color I would call that. Someone call it salmon? They call it salmon? Put that over here. 62/75. I didn't see any 62s on the list. Florida Tech, that's cool. Jabari Smith Jr., Thunder Road. Is that a fluorescent as well, Brunson? That is a fluorescent Jalen Brunson, 11/75. Nice one for the Knicks. Going to Ray. Jalen Brunson, Thunder Road fluorescent. Tell you, these boxes. I like the Mosaic stuff because they had so much good stuff in it for the prices they were at. Isaiah Collier, McCain, Giddy, Hawkes, Keegan, Miles Turner, Marcus Smart, Chet Holmgren, Kevin Durant, Tatum, Ingram, Wells, Struess, Black, Kuminga. The Genesis is for the Trailblazers. That is Chris Murray. Chris Murray on the Genesis. Trailblazers was TJ. Are you happy that they're all East Coast schools? Genesis up there. Finishing out box 1, Zach Edey, Elevate, Grady Dick, AJ Mitchell, Zach Edey, that's green reactive, or just green mosaic, Jam Masters, Lopowski, and Shaquille O'Neal. All right, sleeve these up. We'll do back to it. Florida Tech's a good school. I guess the question, right, is, if he keeps it up, right, gets the full ride. I tell you, the one thing about college is, I was talking to somebody, my cousin, his kid was easily capable to go to a D1 lacrosse school. The problem is that the prospects of what he would do with a D1 lacrosse school is the fact that he would be absolutely obliterated with sports in college the entire time. And as a result, his education would probably suffer. Basketball's got a lot more upside. The problem was with lacrosse was if you get out of college, where do you go? Like there wasn't like, what do you do? There's no professional lacrosse league, and if there is, it ain't gonna pay like an NBA or something like that. They should call him LeBron for other reasons, right? Because he's that good. So if he's like dead set of trying to make the NBA, he definitely wants to be in one of those top tier schools. I found like if kids like they're good, but they never would achieve that like professional level, then it's like go to a D2, D3 school, get a full ride, but you'll still get an education because they're not going to pound the hell out of you from the practice side. Because a lot of sports in college, I know, it's like you wake up in the morning, you go to practice like right out of the gate, and then you may go to a couple classes, but like they're basically filler classes just to justify you being in college. And then it's back to practice in the afternoon, and it's like 6 days a week. It's rough. It's hard. I mean, they take it seriously, the D1 schools do. But I mean, that's awesome. I mean, that's super awesome. I wish him nothing but success. All right. Here we go. Box 2. Kobe White, Grant Williams, Cameron Johnson, CJ McCollum, Claxton, Durant, Russell, Derrick Rose, Furphy, Giannis. Jaquez, Murray, Hachimura, Fox, Paletto, Cade Cunningham, Jared McCain, LeBron, Green, Jam Masters, Rishashur, Newton, Giddy, Monk, Middleton, DeBonis Harris. We have an auto, I think. I think this is an auto. Pretty sure this is an auto. CHK. What team is that? Clippers? Who is CHK? Marcus Cheeks. All right, that's why I didn't recognize it. For the 76ers. 76ers are Brad. Marcus Cheeks. All right, so we just hit an auto out of this. Nice. Man, this break looks amazing right now. 3 autos. Devin Carter for the Kings. That's a cracked ice. That's numbered. That is 7 of 125. Does anyone have 7 tonight? No 7s, but that is a cracked ice. Devin Carter. Nice. What? How old? Like what? So how old is your son right now, Kelsey? Stack these here. Bradley Beal. Thunder Road Silver Wembanyama. Not numbered. Jacoby Walter, Devin Carter, McKeek Bridges, 14. Okay. Towns, Brown, Henderson. Chuck, Brandon Miller, Blue Reactive, Bazulis for the Bulls. Zach Edey, Yao Ming, Reed Shepard, Levine, Okoro, Barnes, Powell, Lively, LeBron, Chris Murray, Luka for Lakers, Saloon, Messi, Williams, Gobert, Toppin, Randall, Devin Booker, silver. Prince, Tyson, Stefan Castle, Green, Epic Performers, Kolek, and Stefan Castle again. My box is overflowing right now. All right. One more box. No, I'm going to run them probably on Friday. It's too late tonight anyways. I got to get to bed. I still got to go to work tomorrow. But I want to make sure I spend enough time that I sort those lists correctly, that I got all the people that got spots in minis and Pokemon and all that stuff, that I got everybody sorted. So I'm going to spend tomorrow getting those lists pulled together to run those. So I'll do them live. I'll probably do them at the end of the end of the year breaks. And we'll run those randoms probably right at the beginning of those breaks. We'll do it all together. Yeah, I liked playing basketball, but I couldn't hit the broadside of the rim to save my life if I needed to. I don't know why. I also just never had the running endurance, I felt like. All right, last box. Thank you all again for quite a hell of a night. Hell of a break night. What a way to end the year. So, glad I was able to do the bonus break for you all. Glad you all I was glad we were able to kind of make a consensus decision on how we wanted to do this. So, appreciate it. Appreciate you all more than I can ever say. All right, here we go. Marcus Smart, Brooks Lopez, Anthony Davis, Dylan Brooks, Vucevic, Grayson Allen, Bobby Portis, Jason Tatum, Dalton Connect, Bobby Clinton, Bam Adebayo, Oscar Thompson, Paul George, Jalen Green, Valakunas, Zion Williamson, Jaren Jackson Jr., silver Epic Performers for Mosaic, Reed Shepard, Bronny, Maxey, Paul, Gordon, Williams, Bub Carrington, Marcus Smart, Derrick Rose, Thunder Road, Ja, Revis, George, Johnson, DiVincenzo. And the back side of the box. Markkanen, McDaniels. We have a blue fluorescent for the Raptors. That is a Jacoby Walter. That is 63. Nope. 63 of 249. Purple fluorescent. My voice is like gone at this point. It's like hanging on by a thread. I'll put that there. PJ Washington, Giannis, Dalton Connect, Mogbo, Robinson, Naz Reid, Trent Jr., John Morant, Aaron Gordon, Chris Paul, Stefan Castle, Blue Reactive. Nice. Richester, Jokic, Edie, Bay, Sengun, Hawkins, Lillard, Shy, Gordon, Reed Shepard, Blue Reactive, Thunder Road, Joker, Furphy, and Jason Tatum. That was the weakest out of the three boxes. It's kind of funny. And that's going to do it for us tonight. like I said, I'll have giveaway stuff for Friday. I got some products I'm going to give away. Probably look at some cards I might give away. Just a bunch of stuff, some stuff, and we'll have a good time on Friday. Thanks, guys. Do the recap here real quick. Best I can. My voice is where it's at. Like they said, this doesn't happen without you all. So I thank you all. All right, let's go with the recap. All right, we've got 4 recap. You have a good night too, Kelsey. Reactive, Blue Reactive, Stefan Castle, Matisse Bazulis, Blue Reactive, Stefan Castle, Base, Green, Epic Performers. Thank you. Appreciate that. Stefan Castle, Silver, Give and Go. Jaron McCain, Thunder Road, Rishisher Silver, Base Castle, Hardwood Legacy Castle, Marcus Cheeks, the 76ers, Klingon, number to 285. Kolick, numbered to 285. Sar on the Storm. Zach Edey autograph. I don't even know what the parallel of this is called. Zach Edey autograph. Harrison Barnes, numbered to 75. Jalen Brunson, Thunder Road, numbered to 75. Cam Spencer autograph. That's numbered to 35. Devin Carter on the cracked ice to 125. Dwayne Wade, numbered to 99. Jacoby Walter, numbered to 249. Pascal Siakam, numbered to 285. Genesis Chris Murray, and the hit of the night of the break for the Lake Show, Shaq Kaboom. I'm still dumbfounded by that one. But thanks, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. End of year breaks on Friday. Those breaks are up, but football is full. Baseball still has spots left. I'll do an everyone tag tomorrow for it. Make sure you get your payments in for that so we can have a smooth run and go with that. But y'all have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. Catch you all on Friday, and happy holidays. Otherwise, catch you all later.